dudes in there that either have a bunch of
Tim,
money or...
I just got fired. They gave me a bag of used coffee. They said it was grounds for termination.
Hey, Dr. D. I am on a one... Let's go, bros. One-on-one there. Maybe we move up a rat folk here so we can at least get a decent punch. Doesn't look like that's going to happen because they're all marked. I don't like the idea of having all of my gutter runners right there. We do this.
According to Greek mythology, Chiron was a half-human, half-horse doctor. I heard he also helps with muscle pain. He's a chiropractor.
So stupid. Hulk for the win.
Friendly neighborhood
Dr. D having fun.
here.
Ow.
What are you doing? Do I know you? Are you somebody I know? Like, sort of IRL? Have we taken a shower together? Did we go to college?
It's whip time, baby. We're gonna whip. We're gonna whip it out. We're gonna pull them out in these pictures, and these pictures, we're gonna pull them out. And we're gonna look at stuff, and then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Pulling it out. Pulling it out. And then we're gonna talk about wieners. Okay, here we go.
Ooh, and just think of the synergy there, right? People doing sound redemptions while the... First off, incredible turnout from the Pork Roll Protocol, repping them with the shirt. What was it like? Now, how many?
According to Egyptian mythology, ancient builders were not entirely sure how to build pyramids. They could only do it to a certain point.
I don't hate that. I really don't. But the path is interrupted.
According
All right,
to Roman mythology, why do Romans always have a hard time ending relationships? Their ex is always a 10.
Ready. Unseen.
My glasses and they're not there.
I definitely didn't see that one coming.
Hey. I don't get it.
Because I don't have glasses on.
Okay. I was like, where's Akoya? How much damage she have? She'll spend one to pick up the invitation because I guess I should actually try to get points.
Sounds made
I kind
up.
of forgot about those. Invitations, that is.
No breathings.
And then we're going to move over here.
Okay. Hand, you know? Tim Dolly. Ah, nuts. Well, there's that. Whoop, don't fall down, baby. Go, baby. Let me set you down there. Okay, now we're cooking with cheese, man. We are cooking with cheese now. All right, so we learned and at checkout get 10% off your orders. I'm gonna keep probably hitting the ceiling tonight.
It's a pretty low ceiling.
Yeah, so make sure to be purchasing your local game store goodness from BeardedDragonGames.online because they're gonna need to replace these tiles tonight. In
Yeah,
addition,
they're moving anyway. Who cares?
right? In into that. Listen, maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't, but we got some tokens and some sleeves. Guess when they come out? Next week.
What?
They start shipping Tuesday, November 1st.
That's
so,
awesome.
I'm a huge dummy. Huge dummy. Hello, you did it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so maybe we go inside.
Yeah, get in there, hide, yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Can we set it like right in here? Hell yeah. Out of the way, love it. If I make a video for professional casual for my Bretonians like Taylor did, is it okay if I wear sexy leather pants? Yes. If you don't wear the sexy leather pants, I'm going to take it down. So that's kind of on you. Let's try to see if we can hold down a chicken nugget.
God. Jeez. you got me with that one. Oh my gosh.
Sooner, putting another W under the belt.
Yep.
Got to thank the person that is shackled in his basement because he's given him all the practice he could possibly need.
Yep.
This is incredible. What an upset.
Close the door. They have to be invited in. Hey, can I ask you a question real quick? Yeah, sure. Can I have a hug? All right. We did it. That's what you wanted. Yeah, but my dad told my wife that never happened, and I felt so gaslit, so thank you. Can you please text her and tell her that was a real thing? Tell her to come on this stream right now, and I will tell her. No cap. Hey, Mario, loads of people use things called a door to go in and out of their houses. Oh, got him. She's at work.
You just put in the chat there, Tippy token can spend power equal to the threat of the character. Hey, dealing with threat of the character, that was wild speculation. Threat of the character, and that character doesn't count or explode crits on defense, attack, dodge. This character begins the game with a Tippy token. When they have the token, it may re-roll up to 2 dice in its attack, defense, and dodge roll during power phase. It can move it back to itself. When it's dazed, it also removes from other characters and goes back to Squirrel Girl. So Tippy's very similar to
Should have sacrificed onto who?
The last turn, when you banged again, I should have sacrificed onto Ghost Rider.
Oh, gotcha.
Right?
Yep.
All right, we got to go Starler here. And he's got to do something. The only person that's in range of him right now is Deadpool, because she and him have sneaky sissies, which you are.
I leave with this. According to Greek mythology, how do you say goodbye to your 2 sons? Bison. According to Greek mythology, Dr. D is a mythological comedian.
Right now, I love like the tanky beat 'em up style of Spider Foes or Criminal Syndicate, because there's so much crossover there too.
Right. I feel like it's really important to play. Hey,
Bug Proletariat. What a great
Love
name.
it.
Magic's card is hot fire. I assume that means in the positive way.
Yeah. I feel
She's
like
good.
it's really important in this game to play what's fun. And like you might want on paper to play X-Men because like you said you're an X-Men guy. But if they're just not
totally on purpose for, you know, good reasons. Guys, we're at a new time. I hope you're excited because we're... For it, we got to somehow find some medical devices to keep us up so we can go into the jungle and maybe complete a quest. But we could have just done it with Chris. We could have just done it with Chris. I'm just saying. Just saying. He did have syringes on his body. Let's go check him out. What is this? See, he's still helpful. That's a true G. That's a true friend. He's like, hey, I know you murdered me in cold blood, but I had medicine there. Maybe go pick it up. Maybe go pick it up. Look, thinking of us in the afterlife. We didn't deserve Chris. We didn't deserve Chris. You fools probably use crosswalks properly. You will never make it to my house before you freeze to death. There is Baldur's Gate 3, though. Oh, we just missed that whisper. Someone just whispered us to report you. But it kind of looked like it was your name, so I wasn't super sure. Why isn't this... Yeah, we're back. We're back.
According to Greek mythology, I really wanted to play the guitar badly when I was younger. I can say after years of very hard work and practice and dedication, I can now play the guitar really badly.
That's alright. Yeah, that's alright. So, Mythin, if you're still there, explain to me what I should be doing with this crafted gear stuff. Rude. Aggressive. Aggressive, even. The like crafted gear, like, so like I get, like I can like make an item and then I give that to somebody else.
Tim on Dan.
Tim on Dan, yes! Give me a third Dan!
Oh, man!
Do you want bear paw or regular?
Oh, I wouldn't want to take the bear paw away from the first bear slap.
I know,
Or bare-handed bear slap.
Oh, look at it, nice and...
I will hold it at the bottom so I don't accidentally punch
Yeah, don't do the extra.
Oh, it is. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are just about to get into round 1 today. AMG, GT, AC, OF, LG, OP, QRS, TUV, WX. It's my birthday. Tomorrow. Hey, Cord. Hey, handsome husband, that's me. Zyber. I used to do that in Goldshire. Are you monstered up? Yeah, I finished one, just threw it out, have my second. And this is Whale's running the event. And we have Hefe. I don't even need to change that side of the board. How great is that? And then we have Zyber on the left arena. As we're going to get into game 1, round 1. Different board today. This one also provided by Will Castillo, the herald of prophylactics. And yeah, it's actually a pretty nice board. A little bit of a crash plane, a little bit of a lost scenario, even kind of almost Endor-y. Not a bad deal at all. And look what big fat stupid face dummy forgot to turn off the autofocus on the tabletop camera. That's me. I'm the one that did that because I'm an idiot. So let's see if it refocused. It did. Perfect. And now I'll remember to turn the focus off. Boom. I did. I took a couple little baby nibbles. It's better than I expected. Yeah. What was it that the English called donut holes again? Tim crashed the plane, yes, because I was unwilling to read the instructions past how to take off. Never bothered to learn how to land. I figured I'll just land in water. It'll be fine. Cockenheimer Snuggletarts is what they call donut holes in the UK. Yeah. Didn't bring what? No. That terrain is dope. Will Castillo, very, very thoughtful and very, very talented in doing his terrain boards. Thank you, Happy Hobbit. Next month will be your 2-year anniversary with us. We are so thankful for you. Happy Halfling also sends me some great TikToks and Reels, which I appreciate heavily. Him and Keebler. Keeping me rolling. The Keeb is not in chat yet because it is in fact 9:07 somewhere. And it doesn't look like they've unlocked yet the rosters. Zypher with Prio, and this gentleman here will also remember to turn off the autofocus on the dice cam. Look at that. Big smart man over here. Big smart man. I'm even going to put the dice cam in front of me so I can see it better. Hope. Bam. So let's take a look at that Longshanks quick. Jeff is running Defenders or Convocation. Actually, this is cool. So we're going to get to see him kind of back in how we first interacted with him, playing some mother effing wizards. And then Zypher, Wedding Party and Scrolls. So we finished off the day yesterday with Wedding Party. But we saw no Scrolls yesterday. Oh, it was Fist. Second game was Wedding Party. And Scrolls, which I spelled wrong. There we go. Oh, baby, it's Tim the Professional. Hey, baby boy, how you doing? Saw Jeff use this list up here. It's a great list. Listen, Jeff is an incredibly experienced wizard player. A conclave of convocations, him and the non-convocation member, Wanda, normally doing pretty well. Actually, I think it was Everwinter 2 years ago. Was the first time I saw Jeff run Ebony Maw in Convocation, and I loved it so much. But we immediately went home and I played it, and I loved it. I loved it. And then I started running Sentinel Prime as a wizard as well. So because during the Ironbound Books round, he has the reverse pierce against mystic attacks. So it's like, oh yeah. I've been saying it for literally a year. Sentinel Prime, best wizard. And especially there was that small magic buff. Clea got some nice bonuses. As did Strange, now being able to use Eye of Agamotto on both versions of him on dodges as well. Correct. She's no Gambit, but she's got some dope stuff. Now that she has a steroid which she can give her friends. Correct. Yeah. So Zyber, was it Zyber or Cypher? Zyber, okay. I'm trying to find him on the Longshanks. I don't see anyone with Zyber as a middle name or anything. Oh, that would have been the smart way to do it. Yes, actually. Oh, it is actually Zyber 77. I don't know if I'm just blind, if I haven't had enough monster yet. But yes, thank you. My birthday is tomorrow. I'm very excited. By the way, Zyber is in the community Gundam Kitchen Gaming Guild, which I like. I like. I like that type of thing. But 26 players today. Oh, and he is in humans. Thank you. And that one's right there. So let's go through and we'll get to at least the defenders tag for El Jefe. Because convocation comes after that. Have they decided threat yet? So they did, out of the two, end up electing to go 20 threat. I forgot a birthday present. What do you want, Tim? And don't say nothing. Thank you, Taylor. I would like not anything. For my birthday, girl, same. Either, honestly. Or both. It's my birthday. So, I don't know. How about you just having a good old day? How about that? Can you do that for me?
Can you do me a big favor? Can you have a great day?
We're gonna fight? Let's go. Let's go. How could you? I only knew because of the title. That's fair. So it's my birthday weekend. Understand that the entire month of June is my birthday, and that's how I celebrate it. So, yeah, correct. But this weekend we are going to be raising funds for Friends of Recovery dedicated to others operating in Otsego, Delaware, and Shenango counties. These are recovery centers that are home-based. You walk in, no one is turned away. Couches, chairs, TVs, nice living room setup, great meeting room. Games of D&D, hikes, going to a rage room later this month, taking people to movies, just good, sober fun. Yeah. On the 30th, we're going. I'm taking a van full of people up to Syracuse, which is where the Salt City GT is, to go to a rage room. We're gonna break a lot of dishes. Listen, that is a substance addiction, man. Like, that is okay.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
It's a dependency, technically. Yeah, as well as offering one-on-one recovery coaching, counseling, and a hub resource network to get people connected with the things that are going to put their life back on track. But, yeah, I forgot to bring mine. I haven't washed it in a while, so every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's musty. I need to wash that, and then I forget to. But yeah. Pork Roll had a great day yesterday. Typically having pretty bad luck on stream. Pork Roll won every single stream game yesterday. Emil, El Jefe, and El Reale, all taking victories. Some hard fought as well. Yeah. Yep. Sunday at the PCN Notodome, a disabled hobbit versus a literal giant. Taylor says dibs on the hobbit. Oh, that's true. Dude, I did something to my arm yesterday. Whenever I stretch, it hurts. Thankfully, it's my right arm, so it's not a stroke. Yeah. Today will probably be fine. Tomorrow is when it's going to hurt. But Taylor and I did go to the gym yesterday. Then we went out. Correct. That means I do have to play Peter in War Machine at Adepticon 2026. And then we went out for the most difficult workout meal I've ever had in my life, which was some crab legs, which were... The meat was fine. The meat tasted good. Getting it, however, it was like trying to use a shell cracker on a fruit roll-up. It just squished. And then, yeah, we were trying it with a fork, and we made a mess, is what we did. However, the red roasted potatoes were very good. And when I had a big bowl of butter next to it to just dip them in, nice. Yeah, your chicken sandwich looked real good. Real good. Yeah. I think I might want to try their Philly cheesesteak as well, or their... I guess it didn't say Philly in front of it, but... Yeah. I want to try their Bay Area cheesesteak. I know a guy you can see for that. He is a Floridian churro. Okay. Me neither. Same. As do the women of San Antonio, according to Charles Barkley. Love churros. He is. Oh, Chiro, as in chiropractor, as in Dr. D. That makes more sense. Dr. D, host of Arachne, an Infinity and More podcast. Do you like blood? Do you like plunder? Well, guess what? He plays that game. And he loves it. We also have Shaper and Elisa showed up yesterday as we were playing a game of Partners, which was Team Sorry. And as boring as that sounds, it was really fun. It was really fun. Yeah. You going to Nova? I'll be there the whole time. No, I will not be at Nova. Nova is one we have not been to yet. We need to get on that at some point. And just like the song played during the Carlton dance, yeah, we need to get on that. Get on that. The one con you don't go to, there's many cons I don't go to. Most of them are Gen Con this year. I'm sure it'll only come up in chat 17,000 times. Right when he wakes up. Yeah, because it's early there. It's like 6:17 in the morning there. And that's not true. 7:18 in the morning. Yeah. What else is he doing? Nothing. That's what. Probably golfing. He has Salt City GT that weekend. That's right, I do have Salt City GT that weekend, and so do you, if you use a link that is not in the chat yet. Salt City GT. Thank you, Giggles. Sign up today. Accept all. Copy. Paste. Boop. Then if I pin this, is it going to get rid of the... No, it didn't this time. It didn't get rid of the fundraiser thing, which I think it did yesterday. All right, so looks like we are probably getting Doctor Strange. So it looks like a Defenders roster. Shang-Chi, Ancient One, Dr. Voodoo. At 20 threat, yeah, probably. Because that's 544. Oh, Luke Cage. So it is going to be probably Defenders. And then over for the Inhumans, I'm actually very excited about this. We have Maximus, Medusa, Shang-Chi, Gorgon, and it looks like maybe King Black Bolt? Regular old BB. The old standard Blackagar Boltagon. And with Skrulls probably means we're going to see Terrigenesis. Civilian tokens. Make your hearts broken. Wife and I are deciding if we want to save up to go to the Pokemon Museum in Chicago next year or Adepticon. Honestly, don't know which would be cooler, Pokemon Fossils v PCN. Well, Adepticon's only about an hour away from Chicago. Why don't you plan them at the same time and do both? Tim versus Blastoise? Listen, I fire in spurts, so... And then, Taylor, I'll finish what you're doing, sorry. And then let's take a look at the old tactical cards. I love Jeff's Doctor Strange. But for the defenders, we have Chi Mastery, Mystic Ward, Heroes for Hire, Brace, and Indomitable. Over for the Inhumans, I'm going to guess we have Brace, Patch Up, Attilian Rising, Terragenesis, and the Maximus card. Chi Mastery, Terragenesis, Sacrifice, Brace, Royal Guardians. All right, I got 2 out of 5. For some reason, I thought Chi Mastery was a Defender's card. It is just a Shang-Chi card. Shang-Chi. Oh, girl. Which one is Chi Mastery? That's like the one that's like bats the ghost town, right? Chi Mastery. Why are you loading so slow? Makes an attack during the modified dice step. Okay. Oh, he may just straight up change to results in either the attack or defense roll to any other results. Okay. So yeah, it's like super bats the ghost town. It costs more, but does 2 dice. And then Royal Guardians is, in fact, Heroes for Hire with Gorgon and Karnak. Except you get a weakness token out of it if you have Gorgon or Karnak, which he does not. So that is going to be a Gorgon bodyguard card. Bodyguard card. Bodyguard card. Bodyguard card. Bodyguard card. Bodyguard card. And for those of you that might be unaware, in the character update, there was a big change to the Defender's affiliation ability. So once per turn, after an attack made by an allied character is resolved, if that attack dealt damage, or if the target has a 5 threat or more, the attacking character may use this leadership. If they do, they gain Hex. So it can no longer be used to change the attack type, but if it deals damage, it always does Hex without spending. And it always adds Hex if you have more than 5 threat. You don't even need to do damage. How'd that donut go? Yeah. Nothing, not exceptional, but good. Yeah, I like a cake donut. I like that cake in my mouth. Thanks. There is also a new redemption for this weekend.
Can't see where they're supposed to.
Where did that go? Maybe it's one of the free ones? Did I make it one of the channel point ones? Nope. Oh, yeah, here it is. Let me preview you. Preview.
It's my birthday!
So that's the new one that's on there. Half price, because I'm so nice. And that is Gorgon Down. Not to be confused with Gorgonzola. It is a good cheese. Much like the cheese you can get at the Salt City GT this year, August 1st through 3rd. Tickets are available now. You can see that link pinned in the comments. This terrain is really bad for Jeff's side. Yeah. Look at that hidden secure, though. You got to go through that will there be cheese terrain? Sure. I will make sure that there is some cheese terrain. Hey, Lindsay. Lindsay! Lindsay! Start printing cheese terrain. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pizza. The Goofy movie, phenomenal film. Phenomenal film. A hook. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. But stuff will happen later. Mostly throughout the day. Today. Goofy movie or Space Jam? Space Jam, hands down. Hands down. Because, like, sometimes I want to slam. You know what I mean? When I get welcome to the jam. That's right. So, NX. It is 2D line of sight. So, as long as you can see part of the model's base from your model's base, you can see it. And then if it passes through terrain, then there is cover. And if the target is within range 1 of that piece of terrain and the attacker is not within range 2. You can always punch targets around terrain if you're close. Yeah, yep, basically. Even if they're on a large building. Now, granted, that'll always pass through the terrain the way it goes, even if you're on the same level, like say you're on a roof. That is, line of sight does pass through terrain, but yeah. So that is from bottom to top for the Inhumans. We have Gorgon, Maximus the Mad, Black Bolt, and Medusa. Over for the Defenders, top of the board, Ancient One, followed by Doctor Strange, then Shang-Chi, and Dr. Voodoo. It did look a little Winter Soldier-y. So just reading Maximus the Mad's card, I really like this guy. The affiliation ability, which he may or may not go with because he also has Black Bolt out there, so we won't know until after deployment is done. And deployment is now finished for the Inhumans with Shang-Chi, and it is just Luke Cage left. But Maximus is a character, very specifically, that is like right up my alley. His affiliation ability forces you to make a reroll on every attack or defense. You have to reroll one. And if the result is a skull after the attack is resolved, your opponent places you within 1. So your opponent gets to move you all around, but then you get a power about it. Pretty cool. He also has the Crimson Dynamo reverse rerolls, which is super cool. Really like that. And then he can also move around activated characters. And it is going to be Black Bolt leadership, so sharing power makes the power of the family powerfully better. There is a dog. Where'd that dog go? Oh, there she is. I saw that dog earlier. Can I pet that dog? So we are going to start with Gorgon. Moving on up, looks like he's going to be picking up a Skrull. Dan's favorite cheese is Skrull. And then, you got to roll them dice to see if you get moved. And no crit or wild, so he will. And Gorgon goes gone. Unlike Danny Phantom, who goes ghost. Dude, for real. They really needed to one-up Kim Possible in that regard. They did. Then we will go over to El Jefe's El Fenders. And looks like we are going to be starting with Ancient One. Ancient One! Master Payne's in town! Oh, it's bad. Again with the squeaky shoes. So Ancient One unable to climb over that terrain unless she wants to go short instead of medium. So gonna have to angle that dangle, as the kids say. Ancient One and I actually have a lot in common. We're bald. And I trained a doctor. So just to hop all day long, hop, and they'll sing that song that will leave Ancient One within range 1 of that scroll. But, however, she's only got 2 physical defense, so the odds of her moving are 0 because she will not get moved. And that will bring us back over to the Inhumans. You know, I think it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has a body like you. I don't think twice before I put my heart away. I know that all the games you play, 'cause you play them too. And we are moving Shang-Chi. Never mind. I'm at Medusa is teleporting. And she will do something. Oh, so it is a Medusa move up medium. And then she will throw Shang-Chi with her hair back and forth. Then she will move up and on to the wedding party member. The unofficial PCN co-host has arrived. Welcome, Keebler. We missed you. The official cryptid of the Atlantic City Open, Keebler. Keebler. I mean, they tell tales of the man whose optic blasts just don't stop. Drunk on cider, Tim, you suck. Thanks, man. It's my birthday tomorrow. Hey, Otis. That's a nice looking take of terrain. Different, right? That is very nice. Drunk on cider, cider drinker. Thank you so much for the sub. You and Happy Halfling are going to hit your 2-year anniversary with subs at the same month. Potentially the same day. Not going to lie, there was a higher than 0 chance of me just waking up at 4 a.m. and playing for the day. That would have been dope as hell, Keeb. Don't know why I called you Keeb. I apologize. Keeping it real. Dr. Voodoo, gonna move up. Grab that scroll. And does he get moved about it? He does. Voodoo the Voodoo. Those scrolls acting like Judas by moving him into danger. But once again, we are raising money this weekend for the nonprofit Friends of Recovery, helping those in the recovery community get their life back on track with counseling, events, and just a safe space to exist. That felt wrong, and we both knew it. Yeah, it did. Keeping it real, I like. I think keeping it real is awesome. You all will notice I have this giant hole in my head right here. So if you want to see like who has an extract, I'll just move my dumb head this way. Right there. There's an extract. While the green screen behind me is not yellow, my hat is yellow, and it is taking that as half green. So that will move us back over to the Inhumans. Maximus and Black Bolt left, brothers from the same mother. Keeping it real will end up in the book for sure. It's like a magic trick, the disappearing head. Mm-hmm. That we do. All right, Maximus the Mad. Moving on, yup. And then moving on yonder. Watch as I make this entire beard disappear. It's magic. Did I forget why I'm here? Oh, yeah. So there he goes. That is now Dr. Voodoo getting moved into the back line by Maximus and his superpower. Did you forget why you're here? So this is the singles GT day one. That it is. And we are getting a brain freeze here, showing 3 with a crit. However, blocking 2, crit does not convert, but we do get a suppressive, and we have the Inhumans reroll, which will. So 2 are going to go through onto Dr. Voodoo. Good start, and he's going to sap a power or suppress a power about it. And that leaves a pretty prime target for Black Bolt. Oh, oh, it's magic. And Shang-Chi. Just watch the WB. It's magic. Michigan J-Frog. We need to get Surprise Otis on. I agree. I agree. We all do need to be like Otis. Otis is honestly like one of the best people ever, first off. But also, as far as like actually having fun and a good game against your opponent, Otis is an absolute delight to play against. Yeah, and for real, like his painting, like when we first met Otis, he has a very specific theme with his paints. And he continues to improve all the time. At PAX Unplugged, the metallic kind of theme that he had on his Psylocke looks incredible. And Disco Ball MODOK, or Karaoke MODOK, was fantastic as well. Yeah. Mechanized organism designed only for karaoke. No, have you seen it? Yeah, it's really good. There are like we are absolutely spoiled here in the Northeast as far as like good people to play against, like Evan, Otis, the pork roll guys. Well, the theme I was more going for was like Evan is one of the most fun players to play against. Yeah,
and always in the Star-Lord getup, playing some 80s music off of a Walkman. Like, it's good stuff. Yes, Evan is in fact a whole experience. All right, so we're going to get the defender Shang-Chi. I'm going to take that other second scroll. That is going to put 3 scrolls with the defenders. A great early start, having 3 of the 4 extracts. Some would say I'm a joy to play against. I haven't played against you yet, Mike, but I intend to. Mike, the special little boy that can do no wrong of the network. Thank you. Shut up. Evan is an awesome dude to play with. Yes, he is. All right, so we still have Shang-Chi and Black Bolt. Blackagar both gone for the Inhumans. Only damage out so far on Dr. Voodoo, who has taken 2. 2 do. Who do? You do. 4 do. Raising money. All right. Black Bolt going to Dr. Voodoo, who's going to be blocking nothing, and he's going to take at least 2 about it. Make it 2 about it. Inhumans reroll. Make it 3 about it. That's going to leave Dr. Voodoo alive on 1. The first MCP special of the day. Remind me of the babe. No, that wasn't bad, actually. And gonna go again. Oh, that was a Terrigenesis? That popped him, right? So that is gonna also get him 2 victory points. Early use of Terrigenesis coming with applause. Great use of it. That's what it's there for. Yep, it is 2 victory points for that. Nice. Great early start. Maximus will pass a power with the affiliation. Black Bolt will pick it up, and he does get the crit, so he will not get moved. Their Inhuman reroll is leadership by itself. Yes, legit. Legit. Good morning, Tim. Is today your B-Day? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. I was born on Father's Day. This year, my birthday will be on Father's Day again. Not every year, but when my birthday's on a Sunday, it normally is. Yeah, happy Father's Day to my dad. All he wants for Christmas is his 2 front legs. His 2 front legs. So his 2 front legs. My son shares your birthday then? Hell yeah! I need more birthday buddies. Krager from Wreck My Podcast also shares his birthday with me. If he fits, he sits. But that is a smooth plane. And how about you just walk around about it? Remember, boys, magnetize your terrain. Last but not least will be Shang-Chi. Not to be confused with Shang-Chi's. Looks like Maximus shares power with him. And we're going to get a charge about it. And going to punch that bald lady right in her dome. Well, there is no crit, though. No crit, though. Did get the shield. And she does, in fact, block 2. So only 1 finding purchase. Yeah, the webs thing, kind of surprising. And we're getting Elemental Fist, looks like, to probably add stun. Yep. So that is going to push her away short. So she actually set up very well there as far as his placement to get her off the point. That is actually going to bring Zyber to a really solid opening lead by getting her off of that wedding party. And then, is she going to be in range for a Phoenix kick? And it does look like we did a Phoenix kick. Showing 3. Blocking 2. So just taking 1 more. And he does have to place within 1. Does that move him off the point? It does. Interesting. Giving up 2 victory points for that. Huh? Oh, I thought that was a tree. That's actually Medusa. That is not a tree. That is not a tree. So Strange is going to swing at Medusa. And yeah, I thought this here, not a tree. So 1 goes through, and the universal push. So just so everyone knows, had to draw on the screen there so you could know that Medusa's not a tree. She's also not there anymore, so now I need to change everything. There. I'm gonna draw a little birthday cake for myself. Boop, boop, boop. Some lit candles. Draw a little smiley face on this plane. I'm sorry, what was that? 2 to 4. Zyber. Shouldn't it be way higher than that? Nobody has it. Oh, that's right. Yep. So that will have priority with Zyber going into round 2. There is a Winter Guard player, and his name is Ben. Ben 10, some call him. Because that's how old he acts. That's how acts he old. Okay, I was right the first time. Idiots. Got you, yes. Starting off with a bit of a whiff. What was it? Braid Bass into Strange. Strange. Gonna, gonna block it all. Using the Inhumans reroll to try to trigger the follow-up attack does not happen. And Strange does get a powerful shield, and looks like we're going again. Better that time, but no crit. Blocking 2. So it looks like 2 is going to find purchase unless we get an eye. Eye of Agamotto actually hurts here. Changing 2 damage to 3. But does have a shield for the power. That puts Strange to 3 damage taken. And that does sit Medusa, I believe, at 3 power. No, 3 just went through there. It's got to be 5. There's got to be a 3-piece over there. Ben does play Winter Guard very well. I'm doing well, man. How are you? If I was a smarter man, what I would have done is opened up YouTube and put the chat on our Dealy hover. Soulstone on Strange? I don't believe so, no. Let me pop out that chat so we can see that. Nice. Okay, so that was the push from the Braid Bash and then a throw. That's how you make Winter Guard good. That's right. Correct. Chewy, you're 100% correct. Same with Sentinels. Sentinels with Immortal Hulk is just Sentinels with a broken splash character. But it works. And Black Bolt is now possessed. And then Dr. Voodoo picks up that scroll and whoops. So that now puts 3 scrolls with the defenders on Shang-Chi, Ancient One, and Dr. Voodoo. Tried explaining this to Ben when he played Sentencing to me, and I'm like, you have a broken model. I don't. Yeah. All right, Black Bolt is going to get Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi blocking 3. Looks like showing 4, 2 crits, 1 converts. And Humans reroll is going to make that 5 into 3, so 2 damage taken after the pierce. So 3. Onto the defender, Shang-Chi. Does he just do it again? Or no, he moved, huh? No, he didn't. I appreciate that, like, a group like Sentinels that I really like can in fact do that, but it also means everyone can do that. And Heroes for Hire on the second attack, so going into Luke Cage. Luke Cage gets placed within 1 of the target. Showing 3 with a crit, blocking 2, DR1, so currently just 1 going through, and with the Inhumans reroll, we'll make it just 1 going through still. And then Luke Cage gets to throw the attacker, and he'll say, go away. Black Bolt will pass the power to Maximus, and that will be Black Bolt activated. Do we know how Dr. Voodoo got healed? Oh, that's right, he flipped. The coloration on the profile or on the landscape style cards is sometimes a little harder to discern. You smelling what I'm stepping in? What are you, my stalker? But don't worry about it. Doctor Strange moving up. He's gonna shoot some magic at Medusa. Who's gonna block nothing. And humans reroll. Gonna show 1 eye of Agamotto. Huh? Oh, you can't reroll against Medusa. Consider that eye poked. That is not good for Strange. That's going to leave him shy of healing himself. That's going to leave... Oh, he did. Oh, it's only 2? I thought it was 3 for some reason. Strange? I was like, I can see it, unless maybe it's in the bottom corner there, but okay. It's a good thing you're pretty. But once again, we are live from the Atlantic City Open here in Atlantic City at Harrah's Casino and Resort. Brought to you by Frontline Gaming. The closest Frontline Gaming event to us here in the Northeast. Maximus the Mad thinking about his dad and potentially double moving. Make that a triple move as regular old Black Bolt has already activated, so he can go ahead and move him up. You remember what you're doing here, man? Get back in this fight. How are you? That'll move him on yonder. Pasta lasagna. Don't get any on you. So, second action. Looks like he will remain within 2 of Black Bolt. And that will be Maximus. Maximus Elmato. And looks like Black Bolt will share a power with his brother. Maximar Boltagon. So going back over to Defenders. Looks like we have Luke Cage and Shang-Chi left. An ancient one! Couldn't we spring for a bigger table so the cards aren't on the play spaces like savages, right? No one ever hangs out in the deployment zone, it's fine. All right, so we are going to get the Mystic Ward on that top party member. What do you think Mystic Ward does? Well, I'll tell you. You choose an objective within 3, place a Mystic Ward token on it, and then the marked objective cannot be interacted with, contested, or controlled this round. If a player is currently controlling the objective, they are no longer controlling it. And that'll last until the power phase. Great way to deny some points if you know it's going to be a little bit of a struggle bus to get onto it. So now Ancient One can do ancient things and get back to safety. And she will use those wins to place within 2 after a double move. Is this the Air India map? Wow, chicken sandwich. Is this the Air India map? Wow.
No.
Taylor had to walk a quarter of a mile to come around here to say that, too. Oprah Smash, good to see you. Whew. 242 people do not find that joke funny because they're dead. But sorry, I shouldn't. You can't egg me on like this. You know I'm gonna say dumb stuff. You idiots. All right, Shang-Chi. I apologize. Moving on up. And are we going to get some Shang-Chi on Shang-Chi violence? Great attack roll so far, showing 3 with a crit, blocking just 1. However, Martial Artist is going to have that be 2. So it looks like 4 blocking 2, 2 taken. There is a crit and a shield, though, so that will be a stagger. I'm going to spend for the 5-element push, which is also going to stun him. Did have that right? It's a, yeah, crit and shield do that. Chicken Sandwich, thank you so much for the sub. I'm sorry you got hit with ads. Okay. I just didn't see the token out for it. Got it. Luke Cage shouldn't be stunned here, I don't think. Push it away. If the character contacts a terrain feature during this push, it gains stun. I think you're right. Looks like no damage through there. And Luke Cage Moving down to the bottom party member. Well, I appreciate that. Chicken sandwich. Taylor got a great chicken sandwich last night. I got good tasting crab legs that were difficult to get at. Yeah. But yeah, he got a hot honey chicken sandwich, southern fried chicken sandwich. Looked great. All right, Gorgon getting back in the mix. And I had crab legs. I did. Very overcooked, shreddy crab legs. But Taylor was very nice enough to treat me like a baby boy and get some actual meat out for me to eat. I had to I was using my thumb along the shell to scrape it out. So Gorgon and Luke Cage showing just one with a crit. Might just be fishing for the... So it does get another crit, but... No wild either, so that could have at least put the stun that shouldn't have existed on him in the first place, but it does look like he's removed it. Now, I don't see a lot of hex out there, so I don't know if that's been being forgotten or not. Oh, okay. All right, here comes the defender, Shang-Chi. Yeah, same. And Mystic Charge. So blocking 1. Doing 2. Humans reroll. Oh, this is in a Gorgon, sorry. So looks like 2 go through. And then the hex will happen. And gonna spend 1 for the push. And looking kind of for the maximum thing here so that does he want him further away or does he want to get him into terrain to get stunned? I think he's looking at an angle that'll get him pretty far away and will just touch the terrain. Does he do it? Yes. So he will now be stunned as well. No, I think that's a way. Let me get the annotate out. So with Shang-Chi here, right? Yeah, you might be right there. You might be right there, yeah. What's the score again, Taylor? Sorry. So Jeff catching way up there. Pulling into the lead, going in around 3, 7 to 5. So Maximus and Medusa both losing a power. Being within range 2 of the one that moved. The Mystic Ward falls off. No, that's fair, but here's the thing, is that calling these things out in chat, I actually think is very good. Sometimes we are, in fact, able to interact with things that could be huge. In this particular case, was it the biggest thing in the world? No, not really. But also, from me looking at it on the screen, I was like, oh, I think that's within the angle. Like, and it wasn't, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. But as far as playing a clean game, it is important. Mm-hmm. From what? A Goo Crusher and a Shang-Chi. From Gorgon. Showing 2, 4. Blocking 2. Probably 3 with the blank. Taylor, if you would straighten out that. No. Thank you. Was there a wild in there? Okay, so we did get the stagger too. And he gets the throw. So we'll take just the one. That is an MCP special. He'll be alive on 1, so that looks like the throw would probably take him out. Oh, the throws would hit the 1. And then looks like we're getting a hoof quick. What's that? Yep, there we go. The old hoof quake. Starting with Cage. There's 3 with a crit. Blocking 2 with a crit. Alright, so 4 shock. Looks like 1 ends up getting DR'd. So 1 damage throw on Luke Cage and the old Shockerino. And then into Shang-Chi, showing good again. 3 with a crit. Shang-Chi blocking nothing. That's going to get him. And that is Shang-Chi Shang-Dazed. Huge donuts here, by the way, for $3. Actually, a very good price. It's a large donut. And drops that scroll towards the cockpit. Yeah, but I'm going to be able to eat this for a long time. Very crumbly. All right, Strange is going to move. And going into Shang-Chi without treating blanks as good this time, which is good there. Showing 3 with a crit, does not convert it. However, that seems prime. Oh, the Pierce is on the field now. All right, so yeah, that's 2 damage through there, I believe. And the old Hexarino. And Universal Push on Chang Shizos. Not to be confused with the Flaming Hot Shang Cheetos. That's right, Aquafina. And then spends to heal himself up to full. Meaning he's a fresh boy. With that refuge from Oshters. Oshgosh bagosh. So switching kind of into a defense mode here, just pushing people away, maintaining the victory points that he has, especially with Shang-Chi down, and now Luke Cage shocked. Damage output might be not as easy, but with Gorgon already gone, Luke Cage stepping down, picking up that extract, and then getting on the secure seems like a good spot. Without another character for the Inhumans down there to contest and disrupt that, it would take a charge and some good rolls while being hexed for Shang-Chi to interrupt Luke Cage there and take that point away. That bottom half looking very good for the defenders. Blackguard Boltagon. That is a lot of threat up there for the Inhumans. Yeah, that is 17 threat up at the top there for him. Very heavily loaded. Black Bolt moving on to the wedding party. What tactics cards do the players still have available, Taylor? For the Inhumans, I believe Royal Guardians. And probably Brace. What was that last one? So Defenders has Brace, Chi Mastery, and Indomitable. Could you read that again? I'm sorry, it was really quiet. Sacrifice, Brace, Chi Mastery, and Royal Guardians for the Inhumans. Ancient One doing her best impression of Zoidberg. Going. Whoop, 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 whoop. With all that power up there between Medusa, Black Bolt, Maximus, and Shang-Chi, like just rotating off of that 2 points, who cares? Let them have it. When you have 2 of the extracts and a third one on the ground, and you're ahead by 2, Medusa coming down. Then looks like she's probably going to hair flip Shang-Chi to get back into range to be able to do something on his activation. Get decreed. Gets him nice and lined up. Dr. Voodoo, a very plump target, but most likely Luke Cage, who I believe has 2 left on his healthy side. Is he 5? No, he's 6'5", so he does have 3 left. If there's someone that can do it, though, it's Shang-Chi with a 6-strength builder. Then a second medium move, and probably throwing Luke Cage into harm's way, but no, it does look like she's a little short on the power. I think that costs 3, she has 2. She has 0. What am I looking at on her? Oh, it's an activated token. Okay. Okay. And that other one is a damage. Oh, it looks greenish from here. Greenish, reddish, Christmassy. Dr. Voodoo into Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi blocking 3. Dr. Voodoo doing 3 so far, but he's going to convert 1. So we'll take 1. Yes. The Inhumans, Shang-Chi does have 2 damage on him. So the token that's right above his right nipple, or Shang-Chi's left nipple, is the damaged one. I've been having trouble reading them as well. But yeah, you see it kind of like forms a semicircle. The semicircle is the power, and that 2 that's right in his armpit is the damage, I believe. So he has 3 damage. And then he's going to get thrown, and he'll take another, putting him to 4 taken. Which leaves him alive on 1. I thought he was 6 on his healthy at first. Right? They did just add Kylo Ren in the spoilers for the next Unlimited set. Star Wars Legends, I think it's called. So it's going to have the guy everyone likes. The guy that was good, then bad, then good. Nope. Jedi, Sith, Jedi, big in the KOTOR stuff. Revan. Revan is going to be in the next Star Wars Unlimited set, which I'm super stoked for. Yeah. So this is Shang-Chi into Strange? It was Voodoo? So he must have recalled his token. Oh, boosted with Strange. Got it. Discount Dynamo. And then looks like he is going to Element Fist to get on up there a little bit more. And probably do it again. Voodoo has. And that time he's going to recall. Doesn't have the power for the steroid. See if he can take him down. Looks like 3. Blocking none. That is going to be Dr. Voodoo KO. He's going to drop that scroll. So just kind of wondering order of operations here. If he were to try to use the 5-element fist to move Shang-Chi away, he has to pick that up after that movement. So then he will in fact spend to get that short move, and then he will spend to pick up the extract, and then he will roll to see if the scroll moves him, which it does not. So great activation from Shang-Chi. Great utilization of resources by having Medusa getting him up there so that he was going to be able to get both of those attacks, which he did in fact need to bring down Voodoo. That now puts 2 of the extracts back over with the Inhumans, leaving 1 on Ancient One and 1 on the ground. Luke Cage moves down, picks it up. Hopefully does not get moved here, but if he does, he probably still has the movement to get back onto the point. He does get moved. He will be moved that of Milan. And then second action. Ooh, Nelly. Looks like he's going to be good, though. Yes. Last but not least, we have Maximus the Mad. Who looks like has the power to just go down there and be like, did you forget why you're here? And he will move Luke Cage further down, get him off the point, and deny that wedding party to the defenders. Very impactful there, denying those 2 victory points. Going to do them a long way. So both will score 2 from the extracts, and also the Inhumans will score 2 from the wedding party. Bring the score tied up going into round 4, 9-9. Getting those secures out a little bit. Moving it out, so that's going to take a power away from Black Bolt. That is going to have priority with the defenders this round. Shang-Chi will flip. I was actually just thinking about that. Chicken sandwich. Let me see. Maybe that one moves in the power phase? If it does, that would make sense. Yes, Queen. Why did that one? Huh. Strange into Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi blocking 1. Strange doing, one without the pierce because that's on his shield now, so he eyes. And for great success, that is going to pierce that, and that's going to have 4-3. Oh, he counts blanks. That's right. So that pierce don't do nothing. But he was alive on 1, so that's going to bring Shang Chisels down. Strange is going to pick it up. He's going to see if he gets moved. He does not. So that's going to bring 3 extracts over for the defenders on Strange, Cage, and Ancient One. And he still has another action left. And a lot of baddies right in front of him. He is unmoved by their actions. How about the power to unmove you? Part of me thinks like maybe just moving down. I don't know if he can actually get to the secure, but moving down to maybe healing Cage, but that would also put him into pretty heavy danger.
Got one with the shift and one from the power.
And it looks like he's picking up that power to use on a spender. Just try to straight up activate something. It might be a great call here if he can pull it off. So we are getting a Crimson Bands of Sidorak into Medusa, I think. And that's a lot of crits. He doesn't have the Mystic Binding yet, but there it is. So that is going to have Medusa activated, as well as taking 3, 4, 5, 6, blocking 2, taking 4. So he is going to do the Maximus rerolls here, getting out a crit and wild. So they are going to get a judge just based on the Maximus rerolls here.
Contacting with black pad and whip out. Yes. So I'm not allowed to modify my attack expert like that. He's trying to get rid of access. And I know when you're doing that in the black pad, whip pads, they don't modify, the attack dice can't be modified. So it's the
So the question there was, because you cannot modify your attack dice against Medusa, whether Maximus could modify your attack dice against Medusa. And it was determined that that was no. So we will take 4, stagger, and activate. And she's alive on 1, which will be MCP special, number 17. A strong start to today's MCP specials. activated and on 1 is kind of one of those things where, like, yeah, I'm not going to touch her. I'm going to leave her on 1 for next round. Sure. Take out 2 of her activations. That is an interesting interaction. Looks like we're spending 2 on Shang-Chi to charge. Getting it max. Wasn't Shang-Chi dazed? Brotherhood. Great catch. Great catch. Great catch. Thank you. That's why I said before, like, do not ever worry about backseating. That would have been a very difficult thing to take back had that gone any further. Right? So that leaves Gorgon, Maximus, or Black Bolt left. Literally the Invincible Iron Man. Yeah. Yep. I once played a game where my Gwenum got hotfixed mid-game. I thought she had 6 health on her injured side. Nope, turned out it was 5 once a purple marker was involved. Hey Tim, happy birthday. I organized a real bid. Oh. Well, that's blocked. Yeah, well. Hey Tim, happy birthday. I organized a really big parade for you today, but didn't realize you were going to be too busy. It'll probably be on the news though. And again, and looks like nothing the second time either. That's just the stun. Oh my god, Richie. Speaking of, it looks like we are heavily considering LVO in October this year. Don't know what you're doing the first weekend of October, Richie, but hopefully it'll be hanging out with me. What's LVO? It's the lateral Vans Differential operation. So it's undoing a, what do you call that thing? Vasectomy. It's undoing a vasectomy. Yeah. You split them into more. All right, so that is time. So we are into the 15-minute overtime. When it's all tied up and you don't know what to do, you take a look around and find a person. It's you. What? Yeah, Richie, dude just is untouchable sometimes as far as the shtick. And thank you for the sub, Richie. I really appreciate that. Turning the volume up on that tier 1 sub. Maybe it was a volume issue.
A gentle rain fell on the...
It should be working now. Sorry about that. Wait, so there's a time limit on games? Yes. Yes, there is. $90 minutes and a 15-minute overtime. All right, Shang-Chi charging into Gorgon. Who's going to block 1? Shang-Chi going to do all of it. Yep, that is 7. Blocking 1, 6. That is going to drop him. This is going to drop that extract and pick it up. Dang, I thought it was only my games that lasted hours. Nope. We actually had a Robbery Alley game yesterday, round 2, that went to time as well. It never ends. It did. So that should pretty much seal it, I believe. A pretty big swing there. That is going to be all 4 extracts for the defenders. And then he's going to walk back onto the party. And that'll be Shang-Chi. So what happens after OT if scores are still tied? If at Dice Down they are tied, it is marked as a tie. Not a great way to start a GT, but depending on how certain things go, it can be good, it can be bad. It's kind of non-derivative. Hey, Brian, thank you for the birthday wish. My birthday officially tomorrow, but all of June is really my birthday. And we even have a new sound redemption to talk about that exact thing.
It's my birthday!
So that's there for you as well. So it looks like Black Bolt thinking about how he gonna do stuff on my birthday eve. Also, Richie, producer Marsupio, happy early Father's Day. All right, so Black Bolt just hangs out at the wedding party and passes a power to Maximus the Mad. Ancient One, looking at a potentially a double move. She also has the winds that could get her a little bit closer, but that's not going to do much after that, unfortunately. If I could spell Ancient One correctly, that'd be a lot better. But
Spelling is hard.
It is hard.
Oh, it's a close game.
It is. Need an affiliation to play. What does chat think? Sentinels. Get ready for the new releases. Get those reps in now. So that one didn't play either. So let me go into Twitch and turn off and back on that extension. It must just have been a little brokerino. Sound alerts deactivate. Sound alerts activate. Yeah, Maximus absolutely made for me specifically. Sold? Hell yeah. Amazing VHS. Welcome to the Sentinels family. That's why he's my favorite wizard. Sentinel Prime. Dang right, Otis. Sentinel's 1,000%. Dude, I cannot wait for Nimrod, Bastion, Omega Sentinel, and Omega Prime Sentinel. Right? So that's how mine are painted. My Prime is a standard paint job, but my MK4s are painted in the reverse coloring, like in Marvel vs. Capcom, where it swaps the purple and blue. What's that? I want to take you for a ride. I've got some Midnight Suns nearly painted, so I wanted to give them a crack. Is the crack that smiles back? Suns, Midnight Suns. Mango Sentinel. Oh, yeah. Some alt color schemes from that, too. Yes. And Cage going for a stroll, getting those steps in. That's why his arms are crossed, because he's low-key looking at his watch to see how many steps he's gotten in for the day. Max Omos. Yes, Pride Sentinels. Actually, that would be dope as hell. I might buy more Sentinels to do that. What's that? Right? I don't know if you've seen Taylor's Malekith that he did, but it's like an Anne Frank rainbow wing. It's awesome looking. Did I say Anne Frank? That's definitely not what it was. What is the thing I was... Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank. Malekith. I don't know why I keep getting invited to these things. We'll just move ahead, move this over so you can still see Shang-Chi. So weird, if I go to an affiliation event, can I play them in the event? So some affiliation events also include some of the other robots in the Sentinels affiliation. That's not standard across the board. But for instance, at LVL in the affiliation battle, they allow Vision, I believe Winter Soldier, both Ultrons, any of the other robots. But In Affiliation Battle, you can bring Sentinel Prime, Cassandra Nova, 2 MK4s, Winter Soldier, Taskmaster, because they have Rogue Agent. So yeah, don't forget about the Winter Soldier and Taskmaster available too. I love Taskmaster. Winter Soldier 1 has Rogue Agent. The second one does not. No, Gladiator is unaffiliated, not a Rogue Agent. Oh, that's cool. You have 4 MK4s now? I brought the extra to do a narrative X-Men Sentinels event at Attorney. That's cool. So 13 to 11, and that is probably going to end it. But there is scoring at Dice Down, as is. So it's still really kind of anyone's game. Which is exactly what you like to see from 2 incredible players like this. When I finish off these minis for a D&D campaign I'm due to start, I want to give Tasky some serious color love. So Chuck did my Taskmaster similar to the Taskmaster solo series, where he had the hologram weapon transfigurer thing. So he's in the navy blue hood with the more metallic shredder-looking skull mask, and he had the big orange hologram shield and sword. He did a fantastic job on that. It's one of my favorite Taskmaster outfits. So we're going to start with the Maximus charge. I'll bring up that Taskmaster for you, man. That was when they did some of his stuff with the Taskmaster alt costumes. Oh, they did have it as one of his alt costumes in Marvel vs. Capcom. And we have the Goo Crusher. I'll show it on screen here in a second. Actually, right there. That's what it looked like. All right, so blocking 2. However, doing 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll take 4 and go down. But yeah, let me just pull that up again real quick. Yeah, I love the way this one looks. Whoop. I think it's awesome. It's almost more shield agent-y, honestly, like a little bit, which I super dig. All right, and that is time. Dice down. Scoring out here. Oh, nice. And that is game 16 to 12. Ending it, Pork Roll having done very well this weekend so far on stream. Jeff 2-0 on stream itself. Good on him. A lot of the Pork Roll folks have talked about kind of the Babe Ruth luck that has happened while playing stream games. And this weekend seems that has been broken. Originally being broken at Adepticon 2025 during the team event when Keebler and Ben teamed up. So they really kind of owe this all to Keebler. They do. But it was a great game to start the day. I have to say, very thankful for the games this weekend, all for the most part kind of going to time. So it's been a good run. It's been a good run this weekend. I'm not mad at that at all. And I'm going to try to get a little bit of a sneaky picture here. That's me. What I want, though, is this. So, yeah, we're going to be probably going right into the next round here very quickly. Let's take a look at the Longshanks to see how some of the other games have finished up. Go ahead and give this the old refresherino. Wow, that is a lot of pork roll in the top 10. Emil, Ben, JTRO, Jin, Mike Dambois, Luke, who we saw yesterday on stream, Ian Todd, Mike Whalen, Dan, and Joseph, Andrew Sullivan, and John Hurley, all going 1-0, starting out the competition strong. Not only that, yes, you are correct, sir, that is a Winter Guard player in the top 2 of the event so far. Pork Roll having an amazing start to the games for today.
That's a lot of pork roll up top.
That is a lot of pork roll, and there's about to be one more once this game that we just watched gets entered.
Dang.
Taking a look at some of the breakdowns here. Let's see.
Is that a meal in number 1?
That is a meal in
Love
number
that guy.
1. Our first pork roller on stream yesterday.
Love that guy. He's dope and also awesome.
And looks like Inhumans have really kind of come back into the fold, showing 4 Apocalypse players, 4 Inhumans, 3 Midnight Suns, 2 Hydra, 2 Guardians, 2 Avengers, 2 Wakanda, 1 Prime, 2 Asgard, a Drac, an A-Force, an X-Force, a Defenders, a Winter Guard, a Cabal, and a Convocation. No Black Order, no Webs, no Spider Foes, no New Mutants, no Lost Legion. Really thought we might have
No
seen
Sentinels. What are you people doing?
Correct. No X-Men players. Which makes sense. This is, in fact, MCP Nick's home territory. He's from Jersey, the #1 X-Men player since day 1. But no Black Order, Brotherhood, Dormammu, no Hellfire Club, no Shield, no Weapon X, and no Mutants. That one is a surprise.
Making my Sentinel list. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Winter Guard on stream, hopefully. We'll see.
So,
be dope.
The Winter Guard player specifically has said, I'm never playing on stream again. But then he played twice at Adepticon.
Yeah.
So we'll see how serious
he did darn good
about that.
He did darn good. You good over there, bud?
Yeah.
Well, Tim's dead, so happy birthday.
Just an itch and like that back rear jaw thing, and I can't reach inside my jaw to scratch it.
You want a pen?
Kinda.
Jeff's really upset about the.
My gag reflex on screen.
Gross.
To try to shove a pen back there to scratch my throat.
Wait, is it in your throat or in your ear?
It's like in that weird, like where the jaw connects to the.
Oh, sure. Just pop his in.
That's fair. I'll
You
try
know
the
what I
donut
mean?
first.
Well, try the donut. I got new hair and it's in my new face. I don't have a new face. I got an old face. I got an old face. It's a good showing. That's the worst. That's the worst. It's good.
So how were those competitors up there? Having a good time?
They were doing good.
It's always a very stellar player.
Difficult when your round 1 is 20 threat, because it's going to take you a long time to build a list. It's going to take you a long time to set up. It's going to take you a long time to play. It's a very thick game for round 1. But they did really well. They were both great to each other. You know, if they noticed somebody forgot something, they were very apologetic.
Yep.
You know. Hey, listen, these are humans playing physical games. People are going to forget stuff, but please do let us know, because if it's something major like Shang-Chi activating when he's dazed,
yep,
we got to step in, you know?
So as far as the breakdown, how many players did we have total for this?
I don't know. There's a number.
I think it was 20-something.
It's 15 from Jersey.
26. So that means there are 5 absolute ballers out there without brace for impact.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Dang.
And it looks like... Yeah.
18 on Recal, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yep.
Half? Less than half with Sacrifice. Wow.
Survival stock up.
Chi Mastery showing up. Shang-Chi's number 1. Look at that, baby.
10
Colossus in number 2. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Now, there are 5 lists that are not coded.
Sure.
So some of these numbers could be off, but...
So all 5 have Shang-Chi. Got it.
Yeah, with a bunch of Inhumans players, yeah, we see Inhumans kind of all up there. Oregon, Black Bolt, Lockjaw.
Good Gambit showing.
Yeah. Yeah, Gambit is tied with Hulk.
Yep.
As a Psylocke and Magic.
I'm not mad about that. I'm not going to lie.
Not at all.
I mean, you remember when Toad was in Shang-Chi's spot?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Best 2-threat in the game, and now he's just a 2-threat.
And granted, if every non-coded list does have Toad in it, that would put
That's true. That's true. Way above.
If every single one of them has it, and none of them have Shang-Chi.
I'm assuming that's regular Hulk and not Immortal.
Yes, that is
right, because it would say Immortal Hulk. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because Immortal Hulk is down there with only 3.
Oh, we got a couple lizards.
Yep.
Nice. He's my baby boy.
Some Karnak,
Venom.
some Spider-Man, some Wrecking Crews. Rhino stock falling down pretty hard.
Yeah, for real. Well, when you make this as a robbery not playable.
Yeah. Yep.
It made sense. That made sense.
What did they do to it?
They increased it by 100%. It's now 4 power instead of 2.
Yeah. That's heavy.
It's real heavy.
With a character that only has a gainer?
Correct. I mean, you put him in Spider Foes and actually play Spider Foes, and then you're good. But
wait, is it a gainer?
No, it's a builder.
It is a builder.
It's a builder. Plus, he has power when he takes damage and doesn't daze.
Oh, he gets all ornery about it.
Yep, ornery is definitely the word. Sorry, guys, I'm dead now. Ah! Oh, it didn't work.
But, yeah, so we are going to be
We're getting
jumping
Colin again.
Right into round 2 here, and it does look like Colin is back.
Sweet. Colin, another person.
Let's see who Colin is going to be up against.
Well, I guess I'll go say hi to people and be social.
Well, shuckle my butter.
Only 2 tasks, man. I know. Listen, Chicken Sandwich. Can I call you Sandwich?
Chicken sandwich?
Sandwich?
Bacon cheeseburger.
I want one. I want that. I want a bacon cheeseburger. Probably gonna have to refresh there, bub.
Yeah. It normally refreshes when you, like, click between the tabs, but...
How's it going? We got a Will.
It's Will!
There he is. Repping his dead shirt. Deadpool today.
So,
Hearts, stars, and horseshoes. I'd do that, but I have to hold this mic.
What do you think?
I'm okay with being called most things.
I can't hear the word you're saying.
So Will's over here now.
Yes, please. All right, so we will
Stay here
jump
for a second. Mr. Joe Pape is here.
right into the thing here. So we have Colin on the left with 1L. And then who's he up against? Do you know?
He's up
offhand?
against Tasker.
Tasker. I like that name. We were just talking a lot about Taskmaster, the master of tasks. Player 2 text. Nope. This guy. Tasker. Oh. All right, cool. So we do not know our prices high and like, yeah. Boop. Or our threat arenas. So do we know what, offhand, what these guys are potentially playing?
I know Colin's playing Wakanda, I believe.
Colin is Wakanda.
And Tasker is... I want to say he's Avengers, but let me check.
Okay, Avengers. What's that? They're a little hard to see, but I could probably... And we got... Sure. And we got Avengers. Those are significantly easier to see. Yep. And Avengers in the old game 2. So.
We got a friend now.
Okay. You can. Yeah.
We'll be.
So I did only bring one. I brought the base, but I forgot the stick. So yeah, you can just hold the other Mike Areno. And we have Joe Pape.
Are we live?
We are.
Hello, everybody.
What? Oh, this in my head?
What?
Oh, you got to sync it? It's stuck in my pocket.
What do we got here?
So we have Colin playing Wakanda up against Tasker, who's going to be playing Steve 3.
Steve 3?
Steve 3.
Ooh, that's fun. I love me some Steve 3.
And Porkroll, this is going to be the first game where Porkroll is not on stream. They've won every single game on stream this weekend so far.
Okay.
So we've had Emil, Jeff twice, and Rob, and they've performed well. The curse of the stream table seems to have been lifted.
Seems to be good. Okay, all right. Very good. So this is an interesting matchup.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of Wakanda. We did see Colin play Wakanda yesterday, but as far as actual Avengers rosters, I don't think we've seen any on stream, at least this weekend, especially not Steve 3.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what his list is like, what he's going to be playing. Because there's a couple different ways you can go with Steve 3, I feel like.
Yeah. And I know, like, I've seen since the Gambit update and stuff like that, like, people really just wanting to maximize the new ability on Gambit by, like, oh, Steve 3, though.
New Gambit's kind of a terror, so I can see that. Very good. And Wakanda's probably, I mean, you can play them a couple different ways, too, but a lot of people have been leaning towards, like, that King T attrition play style, right?
Yep.
Very interesting. And what do we got?
I am ready. All right, so we have Infinity Formula and Scrolls, our second game of Scrolls in a row. Infinity Formula and Scrolls. Not a whole lot of movement last game from the Infinity Formula. And then the threat is either going to be 20 or 18, I think. 17. Yeah. I always feel it's just safest to say 18, even though most are 17.
Who has priority?
Taylor, who has priority? Tasker. All right.
I can see him. I don't know which threat he would rather have. I feel like 20. I'd have to see his list, but I feel like 20 is probably what we're going to see.
Yeah. Let's see if we can pull it up. Let's look for old Tasker. Our download speed's absolutely atrocious. However, the upload speed is great.
Oh, that's
no one
great.
is using that, I guess. So.
I see they put us in a new area this year.
They did. We're always kind of in a corner. This time I was a little worried when they were like, oh, you're over there. And I was like, that's the middle of a wall. We'll just go sideways.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So it does look like Tasker has Steve 3, Shang-Chi, Cyclops, King T, Sam, Miles, Beast, Hulk, Gambit, and Devoodoo.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like because of Hulk, he's going to want to probably go higher threat.
Yeah.
I feel like lower threat into Wakanda isn't really where you want. He's playing Cyclops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting under Steve 3. Very cool.
I mean, guaranteeing, right, those
Yeah.
speed of sights.
Yeah, that can be very powerful. So how was the team tournament yesterday?
The team tournament was great. Like I said, yeah, Pork Roll did phenomenal. We got to see a nice mix of stuff as well. Got to see some Apocalypse, Wakanda, Crime Syndicate, and no, we did not see your mom, Taylor. But who else did we have on yesterday? Oh, Midnight Suns.
Yeah, this meta is pretty wide open, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple teams that people are a little complaining about, like Inhumans and whatnot, but
yes.
But I think you could pretty much pilot anything.
Well, and that was the thing. We were actually surprised at some of the affiliations that did not make it into the event at all. There was no Web Warriors. There was no mutants whatsoever.
No Web Warriors is shocking to me, because I feel like that team is still fantastic.
Especially in a team, right? Because they're pretty self-contained as far as what miniatures they're taking that their other teammates wouldn't be able to utilize. But yeah, a decent amount of Hydra, Apocalypse, Cabal, Midnight Suns.
Wow.
I think there was a number of Inhumans players as well.
Big spread. That's nice. That's cool.
Morning, dudes. Hope you didn't run any gremlins in your toilets last night, especially in the hotel. No, thankfully all the gremlins were in the urinals, which was odd. Making conversation as you walked in. If you tipped them, they gave you some weird smelling cologne.
Yeah. I had gremlins at my house.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So, looks like we do have the Avengers roster looking like Steve 3, Hulk, Gambit, and Sam. And just like my own personal Hulk, I really appreciate that Tasker's Hulk is painted red.
That was my first Hulk I painted red, but I did a horrible job, so I changed it.
Oh, and Shang-Chi.
So
my big thing was I wanted Red Hulk, and I wanted him with a mustache, because Thunderbolt Ross loses the mustache somehow when he transforms. I wanted to make sure there was a mustache on my Red Hulk model.
That would, yeah, I appreciate that. Not many people can pull off a mustache.
That's right.
And General Ross can.
Honestly, my MODOK 1 has a huge mustache on him as well, and it fits perfectly on that huge face.
So I believe we are seeing, my math could be horribly wrong, 20?
Yes. Looks like it. M'Baku, King T'Challa, Okoye, Shang-Chi, and the most predominant, regularly seen Wakandan member that we've seen all weekend, Red Skull 2.
Yeah, I mean, just him and King T together is like just scary.
Yep.
It could really just kill. Like, he's most likely going to try to kill that Hulk as fast as possible, would be my guess.
Yep.
Or just anything. So.
And then as far as Texas cards, looks like we have for Wakanda, Brace and Sack, Cosmic Obliteration, Wakanda Forever, and Wisdom of the Agents, or Ancestors. I played a lot of Final Fantasy Rebirth recently, so everything's about Ancients.
Yeah, okay.
And then over for the Avengers, we have Gamma Launch, Sack, Reserve Members, Brace, and Avengers Assemble. And looks like Reserve Members is going on Gambit.
Yep. Makes sense.
As the only non-Avenger, I suppose that's probably a good call.
Yeah. Gamma Launch is an interesting pick.
Yeah.
I'm not... I guess maybe he can try to launch Shang-Chi. Not sure who we would want to really launch. Maybe he's just using it as a reposition.
Yeah.
That's an interesting pick. Curious to see what he does with that.
I mean, with wide secures like this that are pretty spread out, I mean, just having that additional movement is not the worst thing in the world, but...
Very true. Very true.
But yeah, I mean, launching a Shang-Chi into the back line or something like that to just really get some pretty high mobility with the charge and stuff as well. Taylor letting us know that having a Shang-Chi launched into his back line, he's a huge fan of.
Yeah. I love getting Shang-Chi up my back line. I know. I get it.
Talk about a stagger, I guess. But
yeah.
Holding propane and propane accessories. Wait, what I missed there? Too bad there isn't a Morbius affiliation. Yeah, and if the affiliation wasn't called It's Morbin Time, it's an absolute waste.
That's it. I would sell every single one of my other models. Every single one.
It would be such trash.
Yeah.
Correct. It's Morbin Time actually just switches your healthy characters to their injured side. Oh, that's right. The Sandman Lindsay did for me is Dale Gribble.
Really?
From King of the Hill for the pocket sand thing. Yeah, she green stuffed like a little Dale's Dead Bug hat, and the sunglasses, and the button up a Dickie shirt. It came out really good.
Now, listen, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but that opening for the new King of the Hill, I think it looked good. I think it looked good.
I'm a massive King of the Hill person. I'm very excited for this. The relaunch, not a remake, not a reboot. An extension of the story after the time skip. It's pretty much like Naruto. They went and trained for, I think 13 years or something.
And the art style is like the same.
Yep. Rest in peace, John Redcorn's voice actor, who was literally just murdered.
Yeah, murdered?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were saying it was the neighbor that lit the house on fire and then shot him. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
That's crazy. So they shook the hand. They're ready to go.
Yeah, honor is intact.
So Tesser's got pretty much all of his models here on the left side. I mean, Sam can rotate to the right side with that long move. And we got
Shang-Chi
up there.
And that is size 3 terrain, so he is going to climb over it to get that scroll. Or he might be able to fit and sit.
I don't know if does he reach there? I don't think he reaches there.
Let's see if he gets moved, and he will not. Also, yes, rip to Toby Huss. Cotton's voice. And didn't he do Dale as well? I know they had to replace Dale's voice actor. Yeah. Looks like we're getting a Red Skull activation. See the movement tool by the Hydra Grunts.
Oh, I couldn't even tell those were the Hydra Grunts. Okay, now I see it.
I can probably make this a little bigger. And looks like we are going Shang-Chi.
Yeah. And this is a pretty safe pickup over there.
Yep. Yeah, with that crash plane there, blocking some pretty conservative line of sight. And the scroll will not move him. What's that? Yes. Yeah, Chuck did my Wong as Krillin, which I just thought was perfect. So he's in the orange gi and
that's awesome.
Got the marks on his forehead. There's a lot of mustaches on my models as well. Mysterio on the fishbowl has a mustache, a little curly dude. Toad has a mustache.
Oh, yeah, I guess it gives him a safe move out in case he...
Yeah, in case he fails the roll here, which he does.
He does.
Friggin' scared of Gambit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah. He hits real hard now. It's moving him away.
Interesting.
Yeah, because now this actually lets him get onto the... Oh, and now he's moving back that way. No. Okay.
Yeah, I would assume to just take the gift and go on to the Infinity Formula.
Keep him as safe as possible.
Yep.
Makes sense. keeps an extract off a Hulk, so you can just kind of throw him at the team.
Yep.
That's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah, Sam certainly doesn't hate holding onto an extract, sitting on a point, and just throwing shields above.
Yeah. Now, what size is that plane down there?
I think, Taylor, that plane at the bottom is size 3, size 4. Yeah, size 4.
Okay.
All right, so showing 2 on the attack, nothing on the block. So it does look like Shang-Chi is going to take a little bit. Oh no, there was some blanks.
Yeah, the blanks.
Oh, but he's outside range. Oh, he was within the 3. The guns are 4. Yeah.
The grunt's range 4. Yeah.
But yeah, no damage on that to Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Shang-Chi is annoyingly tanky.
Yep. He's kind of annoyingly everything.
Yeah, he does pretty much everything.
All right, and this scroll is going to be going on to Red Skull 2.
If he doesn't get pushed here, I think he's fairly safe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I could be wrong here, but Hulk could theoretically double move, throw him towards the team.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be great, but he's safe there.
Oh, he is. I missed that crit in the bottom there for a second. Now, Steve 3's affiliation ability is only on attacks, right?
I believe so.
Okay. So that brings it back over to the Avengers. Hulk, Cap, and Gambit left. Looks like Steve is going to assume the role and just walk into the middle. So my assumption is Gambit. I don't know. Can he get to that Infinity Formula up top in 2 moves? Or is that where Hulk has to go?
Hulk might have to go there. Yeah, and I think he has to leap to get there too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Love the basing on that cap.
Yeah, very cool.
Is
the
it
French
Pepsi?
colors?
Is it France? Is it my favorite flavor of Italian ice, the red, white, and blue bombsicle?
Ooh.
Right?
The firecracker?
Yeah, hell yeah.
M'Baku moving up. Is he in range to get an attack on him? Not 100% sure.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be close, and it looks like he's good.
Yeah.
So going to throw some knob.
Blocking 3.
Wow, though.
But,
Showing 4-2 crits. Converts 1. And then the leadership trigger will turn that into 6 on 3, so 3 damage through.
That's a lot.
Onto Shang-Chi.
And I believe he gets a what's the trigger on his attack again?
I think it's a push and not the pursuit, but pretty much a pursuit. Yeah, I can pull that up right here.
It is a pursuit. And he got both.
Oh, yeah, it's just a wild and a crit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he certainly had that.
So Shang-Chi took 3 there, correct?
Yep.
And he's got 5 on his front side?
He does have 5 on his front side. We had to look that up in the last game. I always forget if he's 6'5" or 5'6", but he is the reverse of Luke Cage.
So there is a world here where Okoye can just move up and blast him with a spear.
Yep.
That can happen.
All right, Hawk and a Gambit.
Oh, this is fun.
The bar is now open. The bar is open.
And he gets yeeted.
Oh, this is scary. I see why he does it now.
Mm-hmm. So just some kinetic aces here, potentially? Or I typed in kinetic ace instead of Gambit when trying to pull him up. I'm a smart man. Yeah, range 3. So then Hulk does, in fact, just double walk up there.
At King T's positioning here, he's pretty much out of the fight right now. So he's probably just going to be double moving onto that point.
Which feels real bad with a long mover, man.
Yeah, a long mover and a 5 threat, too. Mm-hmm. That's just kind of not doing much.
Yeah, still kind of that surprising push on that initial scroll at Sam, not trying to get him closer to just get thumped.
Yeah.
All right, Gambit into Red Skull. White he rolled 5. It's a 4 dice.
Oh, not a great roll for him there. He wanted at least a hit there. Didn't get it.
Was that a kinetic ace? That's 4 dice, Taylor. 5. Oh, reserve members.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, yeah. No one. Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Same
no
deal
hits
here.
again. Ooh, bad rolls on Gambit there.
And I mean, I feel like that's one of those monkey paw wishes too. It's like, as long as I roll a wild, I'll be happy. Well, that's all you roll.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that was 9 dice and not a single hit rolled.
Yep.
All right, now this could be huge.
Which, man, I mean, just a couple of hits between the affiliation ability and a little something extra, being able to turn 2 hits into like 4 successes with a couple more wilds.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one. Oh, yeah, not gonna do it.
Yeah. Dang shame. Dang shame.
I mean, it was a little bit of a long shot, but I mean, Ibaka's leadership does help push through some damage, but
absolutely,
the rolls just weren't there.
I return, had to get an oil change. Welcome back, Keebler. And that's gonna
Is that
round 1, 4-4.
MCP celebrity Keebler?
That is.
I believe he.
The MCP cryptid himself. There's whispers of him at every ACO. So that will bring us into round 2. I believe Colin is going to have priority.
No.
No. Oh, yep.
So, to ask you here, I imagine it's going to be a Gambit activation here. That would be my guess. And I'm kind of curious to see what he does with that cap in the middle of the board. If he kind of just abandons the left side here.
Yeah.
And forces Colin to rotate.
Well, and I mean, there is kind of the urgency a little bit with Shang-Chi as well. He has 3 taken, I think. Maybe to try to get him out of there, but it looks like we're probably going with Hulk.
I mean, I guess you can't really go wrong with a Hulk activation, although I probably would have liked to see him wait on it.
Well, and I guess with Infinity Formula, like the impetus to make sure that you're saving Hulk for the end is it, if it was Witnesses or Wedding Party or something like that, where like you really need to disrupt people at the end. But
yeah, and it's going to be hard for him to get that back infinity point with 3 models back there.
Yeah,
makes sense. I believe I heard him say Gambit.
I think so too. He talked about the 5 dice, so I believe that is correct. Reserve member. Whoa! Okay.
Yikes. That's a lot of damage.
So it's 6 currently. He could spend 2 power to turn that to 8.
It would be 7.
What? Because if he turns 2 wiles, that's 6 there plus 2 more hits.
He can turn 1 into a wild. Oh.
Oh, gotcha. He didn't need to, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he already had damage on him, I think.
Yeah. But so that is Red Skull 2 dazed.
I forgot he could flip 2 of them.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Steve leadership as well.
And this time into King T. This one's the beam. All right. And the leadership is now showing 6. And
wow.
Something extra. Remember that time you went from 2 to 7? Nice.
I believe he's alive on 1, though, right?
And he is alive on 1, which is going to make that MCP special number 18 of the weekend.
Wow. All right, so Gambit under Steve 3 is real scary.
Yep. Yep. Well, so I guess it's good that he did that, because that's the Steve leadership is only once a turn, I believe, right?
I believe so.
Probably. I kind of think it's just like the Red Skull one, because they're from that same box. Yeah, once a turn. Yeah. So King T hanging out at 1 health left. A lot of power. It looks like he's just slightly out of getting the rerolls.
I believe. Yeah, into Gambit.
Into Gambit. It's okay.
Decent roll.
Yeah. Gambit blocking 1 with a crit, doesn't convert it. So showing 5, gonna use the Baco leadership to make that 6.
Got him.
Got him in 1.
That's a big clapback.
Yep.
What does he do with his second action is the question here. Does he just move back onto the point?
Yeah, free up Shang-Chi to chase down Sam or something. Would you like a strawberry flavored sparkling water beverage with other natural flavors?
I would absolutely love one. Wow, thank you so much. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
Is it you that also has a birthday tomorrow?
Yes, I forgot about that.
We are birthday brothers.
Birthday buddies.
Yeah. Yep. Very good. A what?
Black licorice I picked up at WTC last year.
Last year, did you say?
Yeah.
Does licorice go bad?
It expires next year.
I'll try it. I like Jägermeister, so that's like the same thing, right?
Correct.
Oh,
it's just chewable Jaeger.
Ooh, they're thick.
Yeah. And a hydrate from Dave. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
I didn't realize. So we're on a green screen, so the pork roll emblem is just showing the card behind it.
In case you want to see who it is. Yeah.
When we need to check the damage on the Hydra Troopers later, just... Chachacho, why you getting my automat all mad? You know what?
Sex-based terms.
Little piece is what it did not like. It's like, whoa, 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 you can't say little piece. We're going to go ahead and allow
only big pieces here, huh?
Little piece
right.
to go through for the future.
All right, so we did see him move back onto the point.
Yep.
Curious why he didn't move a little bit further back.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it probably won't make a huge difference, but...
I mean, I believe both Steve's attacks are range 3.
Yeah.
A ricochet with no line of sight from the shield from Sam as well. I mean...
And that could... Now, not 100% on my rules, but if he moves, attacks King T, gets the ricochet, and is outside of 3 of Shang-Chi, that would get around his blanks, correct?
I believe so.
Because it still measures the distance
between
from
the characters, yeah. Now, but if you daze him with a ricochet, or like with the initial attack, doesn't it stop the ricochet? Because once someone's dazed, the attack ends?
That's a great question.
That's one I've constantly like gotten wrong, and whenever it comes up, like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I know this has been answered before, and I do not remember what the answer was.
Yeah.
Obviously, when they're KO'd, yes, there's no one to measure from, but I cannot remember if it also happens on dazes.
I'm not quite sure on that rule.
Hey, don't care, won't use. Still love that name. So that does have it back with the Avengers. We still have Hulk, we still have Cap, we still have Sam to go, and Shang-Chi. And looks like we might be getting the Shang-Chi activation. Looking
to rotate.
Yeah. I was
I thought he'd just go back on that point.
Yeah, or a charge, try to get the stagger on Red Skull, and then move away. And we have the shield throw into Shang-Chi.
From Sam, I believe, right?
Yep.
You don't need line of sight, right? I believe.
Correct. Hotsy-totsy, 4 dice attacks are always the strongest, but currently 3-3 on the attacks and blocks doesn't convert, so that is going to break even. However,
gonna get
affiliation is going to turn that into a wild.
Oh,
So that'll be a push and the ricochet.
And this is actually pretty huge, I think, because I don't know if Shang-Chi can actually threaten that back point now.
Yep.
He has to walk around that.
Oh, yeah, it is size 4, so yep. And then very potentially dazing King T here. If it does, then Shang-Chi would have to grab.
He'll probably just have to sit back on that point.
Yep. Into the King T. Going 2, blocking 1.
Okay. Gets him, I believe.
And he is dazed.
That's a huge attack from him there.
Your prize, no, has not been mailed out yet. Are you getting one of the ones from AMG or one of the ones from us? My understanding, I don't have hard confirmation on this, is the people that won the AMG prizes from Adepticon this year, they were sent out Tuesday. Yeah, my understanding is they were sent out Tuesday. I don't have that hard confirmed, but I've been checking in with some people and they have yet to receive it. But I know that the GT kits have been going out this past week, so it looked like they might have been sending them out with that, which would make sense, because that's effectively kind of what it is. But yeah, I believe Deaton had heard that they had been shipped Tuesday, and he was one of the other winners of those. So obviously, I apologize about that. I had no control over when those got sent out, but my hope is that they are in fact on the way. And then Sam is going to wiggle about it.
Yeah, makes sense.
But legitimately, a huge thank you to AMG for letting us give away those prize packs at Adepticon this year, and then being willing to ship them out themselves, which saved us considerable amount in shipping. So, huge thank you, AMG. That shield? Yeah. That's right. So it does look like we have M'Baku. And we have a spender.
Yep. And this requires a wild?
I believe so. Hulk blocking 2.
Oh.
Oh. Yucky.
Not a good roll.
Well, you hate to see it, Chuck. And yeah, Avalanche requires wild and a hit.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of the problem with Wakanda in general. When you play this M'Baku King T team, is they're very reliant on their dice.
Now, it does get
what
the
happened?
throw.
He gets the throw and
throws
trigger
automatically, so it doesn't require damage, doesn't require any triggers, so...
Not actually the worst outcome.
Yeah. And that's why you're using the spender for the most part, right?
Yeah.
So,
just to displace him.
And then we throw the size 3 at the Avenger Shang-Chi. And we're debating the brace. Huh? What are the words coming out of your mouth? Oh, gotcha. All right.
I didn't hear a word he said.
He was saying, how do you say it? Mbambe? And then he shut off the mic.
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Ah, nuts. Oh, so we're going to have to repair him too. Here's that dodge. And looks like he's going to block 3 of it.
It's not dead.
Just
survives on 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is MCP special number 19.
That's a big risk not burning brace, but it makes sense because he still has like a bunch of attacks coming at him.
Mm-hmm. Speech.
What's going on?
So I guess he had dropped one of the scrolls from Gambit going down, but it was a little hidden under one of the bases. So he dropped it now. And
did King T not pick it up?
It must have been, yeah, because I don't see it on King T's card.
Huh. Interesting.
So I think Cap picked it up. All right, so we're getting Steve Builder. Showing 3.
Oh.
Converts the crit 4. And yep, he has a hit there, so.
And his trigger is wild hit?
I believe it is wild hit. And the shield bounce trigger. So that looked like that did what, 4 to M'Baku? 5.
Real 5 to M'Baku.
And shield bouncing into Okoye. Who's going to block 2 with a crit. Currently nothing
Blocks
going
out.
through. Yeah. Locks it all. Good honor. That's the door in the lodge. What's that?
This one time, I had a Thanos, a Corvus Glaive, and a Proxima all put their full activations into a McCoy. It didn't kill her. That was fun.
I mean,
Shang-Chi is pretty much
out in Neverland.
Yeah, you just kind of leave him there, let him score 2 victory points for you, and
yep,
that's it. And he Tasker's only got he's Hulk and Shang-Chi left, right?
Yep. And we have just Red Skull left for
Red Skull's D.
Oh, that's right.
So Okoye's left?
Yeah, just Okoye. Yeah, I forgot. Gambit just went on a murder spree.
Oh, yeah.
So Hulk is just going to rotate up. Leap and then probably punch and Baco.
Punch and Baco, yeah. And stay on that back point, which is pretty big. Because that allows Shang-Chi to move forward and get that back point, potentially. Well, if he survives. Because I think he's got 1 health left.
Correct. I believe he was MC Special 17.
Oh, he has sacrifice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's pretty safe on Shang-Chi.
And into M'Baku. And looking okay with 2 crits, only blocking 1, but the blank is going to count there. Doesn't convert, so nothing. Still alive on 1.
No hit there for the trigger either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough roll.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, we tried out the green screen instead of the standard backdrop to save a little bit of real estate on the screen, and I think it works pretty well.
It's clean.
Yeah.
Very good.
And with the lighting in here too, the backdrop's actually pretty dark, but I mean, we're not getting that fuzz. The yellow in my hat is a little see-through. But
you can see through my body?
Correct.
That's pretty cool.
I love how the face of the pork roll still shows up there, though, too.
Yeah.
So, like, it's actually pretty all right.
Jersey shit.
So the next thing we're working on to implement into the streams as well is a browser-based tool that'll track health and power for characters with their profile pictures, but getting that done has been a massive uphill battle. I have no programming experience whatsoever.
But it will be super cool.
But it will be super cool.
Very good. I don't know who Waldorf and Statler are. Who's that?
They're the old men from the Muppets that sit in the balcony.
Yeah, all right. I didn't know them by name.
Yeah.
So that's a compliment?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We can just start sending in those. Oh. What was that, Taylor? I was distracted. Okoye into Steve does 1.
I don't pay for the shield.
He did pay for the perfect block, because if he didn't, he'd be dead.
Yes.
That joke's not half bad. No, it's all bad. Oh.
Yeah. And we're getting a Shang-Chi charge.
Yeah. And all you need here is just to push him off the point.
Yep. Okay, going on to Okoye first. So he is going Mystic, so not counting blanks in the defense here. And he got one with a crit. Oh, two. There is a hit there too. Does convert it.
But
might be wanting to save power for the 5-element fists.
I mean, yeah, all he really needs here is push. So it didn't really matter what he rolled, right?
Yep. So one will find purchase on a Koye. And does get pushed.
The grunts, because you don't need to attack them to push them. Fair and balanced.
And then going to go into a Koye again. Going to duff that dome. This time, blocking just one, showing a little bit of
it might be a dead Koye. He's going to flip it.
And he could pay.
I don't think he needs to.
Didn't need to.
Right?
Yeah. Taylor, if you wouldn't mind just slightly straightening out that dice cam. Other way. Thank you. The one time I forgot to bring tape. To tape down that dang old box. What we should do is magnetize the bottom and get one of those, like, magnet fishing magnets to put under the table. It just blows through the table.
So this is a big point swing here. I think it's going to be 6-2. If I'm seeing that correctly.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, he's scoring 3 secures and 3 extracts. Yeah. So that's going to be 10-6, I believe.
Now, Colin is going to have priority now.
Yep. A freshly flipped.
So I imagine he might just try to clear that Gambit off the board. But he also needs to make a point. And Gambit's not really giving him any points, so it's kind of a tough decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going into round 3, 10-6. Tasker ahead. And Gambit is capped on power.
So I think Shang-Chi is on 1, correct? I think he has 1 health remaining?
I believe so.
Tasker's Shang-Chi, that is.
Oh, Tasker's. Yes. Yep. There's 4 damage on there. He's 5 on his healthy.
So I guess something he can do is the grunts can try to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise it's basically just a Koye trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's a tough spot.
Hulk is undamaged. Yeah. And that's kind of the way you deal with them, right? You either completely ignore them,
yeah,
or you try to focus them. Especially for Wakanda, normally with a Killmonger and Wakanda Forever, and really trying to plunk in a whole ton of damage. But I assume Wakanda Forever is still online. I assume he took it.
I don't think he's used it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's used. Has he used any of his tactic from?
Yeah. Yeah, they are all free and clear and under control. And Wisdom, Wakanda Forever. So it looks like we're getting M'Baku, Koye, King T, which is the maximum amount that would be able to spend. Koye into Shang-Chi, trying to just start that out with an easy clamp. Looks like showing 2. Blocking 1. Does it convert it? Nope.
No.
But he counts blanks, right? At that range, so
yeah,
he's fine.
It's fine.
Well, Mbaku's right there too, but he's probably not within range 3.
He might be just out. He might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, from this angle it looks far, but
so he might just go into cap here.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
All right, perfect block is up for cap, which he did not need. Dang shame.
Oh.
All right, King T. Are you going to be able to get anything through on Gambit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. Well, that's 3 blocks so far. He's got 3, converts with the M'Baku, total of 8. That'll do it.
That'll kill him. Which is great.
How do you get the bound on that? On a Wakanda Forever? You can't do that, can you? He could have bound. It's on his activation. Bounded, then Wakanda Forever. All right.
This is huge.
Then saying hello to Sam.
This, because I think he still has one
He is going to vibranium shield this. Yeah. Well, he does get 2 rerolls.
Oh, right. And he does count that skull, right?
Yep.
But did he not wisdom?
He must not have.
He didn't use wisdom? Oh,
okay.
He didn't.
Well, still, he got some damage through on Sam. Sam's alive on 2, I believe. But yeah, removing Gambit big. Unfortunately, the rest of the Wakanda Forever turn, our actions didn't do a whole ton, but he still got some stuff done, still got to that bottom point.
Yeah.
Put some pressure on Sam.
Unfortunately, it didn't net him any victory points.
Yeah.
Because King T is injured, so he's not even contesting that down there.
Oh, that's right.
And he didn't kill Shang-Chi, which I think was actually the biggest thing he needed to do.
Yep.
But he's just being super reckless with Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I mean, so with Tasker right now, do you just start with Shang-Chi before he goes down?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I would be moving him back to that back infinity point, keeping him safe behind Hulk.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe he's used sacrifice yet either.
He's not.
Because if this goes wrong, you're potentially just giving him a free victory point.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, if Tasker were to hold on to the same amount of victory points he has last round, I mean that would be game. But denying at least 1 here seems pretty probable. And that will be Shang-Chi. Looks like a charge going down, getting the stagger into Red Skull, hopefully. And he's going physical on his one. Red Skull blocking 3 so far. Showing 3 so far in the attack. Doesn't convert, but has a hit. He could sneak 1 through. Well, I mean, I think you'd almost want to change 1 to the shield.
40K singles. Time in the round. 40K singles. In the round.
Oh, that's right.
What did he say?
Cosmic Obliteration could get rid of the stagger.
Right.
So that will be a stun, and he's going to try to slap him the second time. This time, with feeling.
Skull's still full health here, right?
Yep. Freshly flipped.
This is
shaved and ready to go. And maybe deciding to go over into sack range instead.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he's so close that I don't even think that's really going to save his life. It would almost just burn a sacrifice.
Yeah. Yep.
Because he's in range of M'Baku. I think he might still be in range of Red Skull.
Okay, flying energy kick into M'Baku. He has a pretty weak energy defense. I think he just gives the plays. Okay. Gets one through. No hits on that. Oh, and he was alive on one, so that does take M'Baku's activation out. So yeah, good call.
That's big.
Yeah, so having, yep. That will end it for Shang-Chi, and looks like we will go Red Skull and the Troopers next. Troopers moving up onto the point, and going to take a shot at Shang-Chi. Is this the one you sacked? Do you really do that? Or do you just hope for the best?
He's taking it.
And that is a grunt attack showing 3.
With a crit.
Oh,
he's blocking
crit
4,
doesn't
so he's
explode. So that'll do it.
Yeah, he moved within 3. Yeah.
Always within 3
Yes. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he could have stayed on that point and been outside of range 3.
Yeah.
That's
got shonged right in the cheek.
Oof.
But you know who else can count blanks on things? That's Red Skull.
Yeah.
FORDO, that's right. We're raising money for FORDO this weekend, a recovery center in Shenango, Delaware, and Otsego County. For some reason in the back of my head, like, I always think Red Skull Master of Hydra is a short mover. Because the majority of the time I move him, it's the blitzes and stuff like that. So, like,
yeah. No, he's a medium move. I mean, I still love that piece.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play this game for another 5 years and still not remember all the words on his card.
Correct.
But he's one of the best attackers in the game. His grunts are easily the best grunts in the game, right?
Yep.
I've been considering him for criminals, actually, a lot.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, my God, yeah.
I think he's good there. Medium-based, medium mover is great for them. And these grunts are better than Bullseye now.
It hurts my heart. Yeah. I mean, all right, so we are going with a kneel before me into Hulk.
Into Hulk?
Yep.
Fortunately, I'm not really sure why we're doing that.
Showing 1. Showing more than 1. So 1 block, and we're already showing 3 crits and 5 successes. Make it 6. And we will use the affiliation ability to make it 7. A 6 going through onto Hulk. And then I believe there's a throw on this.
Yeah.
So get him out of sack range. Leaving it up to a Koye to link him off.
Yeah, but now he can just move the Shang-Chi. Oh, no, he went already. I didn't see the... there's no...
activated,
activation. Yeah. Or he could just move Cat.
Yeah. Yep.
Or Hulk back.
Yeah, what a dominant version of that martial artist being within range 3.
Yeah.
Over 2. It's just him and Iron Fist that have it, right? Range 3.
And I believe hit also counts against mystic attacks. Yeah. It's everything, right? Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's...
So just a full rotation here from Sam. This might be a charge, though. Shang-Chi is, in fact, immune to Tenacious D.
Nobody's immune to Tenacious D.
But he still has the power to move you, if he pays 1.
Yeah, I guess the rotation keeps him a little safe. But scores Colin an extra victory point.
Yep. And this was a charge, and we're going to shield throw Anakoye. Into Red Skull, just kidding.
Whoa.
And, yeah, 4 dice attacks, man. Yep. 4 on 6, so... And he is going to pay for the affiliation, turn one of the hits into a wild, so he gets the ricochet. And that just does it. Oh, that was Red Skull. I can't, even though you said you didn't say Okoye, even though I keep saying Okoye. But that is MCP special number 20, leaving Red Skull alive on 1. And the ricochet. Into Okoye, blocking 2, doing none.
Do that.
Doing none. Actually, they moved it perfectly square, Taylor. And that is going to be Sam. So we have Shang-Chi and
Okoye left.
Okoye left, yep.
And Shang-Chi's really not doing much over there. He's 2, 3. Is he forced to get him off the point and try to charge Cap to do something here?
Yeah.
Because I think just staying over there is, I think you're just kind of losing the game. Not specifically this turn, but
yeah, I mean,
you're not catching up scoring.
Scoring 4 currently, right? He has 3 secures, 1 extract. Or does he have 2? I think it's just 1.
I think it's just 1 because I think he's got it on both captains and Shang-Chi.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, he's only holding 1 extract. Don't forget about Central Jersey over there. It exists.
I identify with that pretty hard. We're from Central New York, which often gets forget. Is that upstate? Yeah, kind of, yes.
Yeah.
The CNY. Taylor, stop. You're going to get a shot. All right, going into Red Skull with Steve.
Yeah.
Seeing what we can bounce off here. Showing 3.
I think that gets him.
Now he's going to block it all.
Yeah, but he can just flip it.
Yeah. He pays to play.
Yep.
And that is Red Skull Gonorrhea.
Which removes the grunts.
What? Oh, he was already dead.
He was already dead?
He's 7-6. He was not alive on 1.
Oh, he wasn't alive on 1.
Just knocked out. So then a move and a charge, going into Okoye.
Did he give the power back for the or whatever?
Yeah. Well, that is gonna block the whole thing.
Yeah. No reason to push through.
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's going to be incredibly hard for Colin to get this game back.
Yep. Well, and now losing that point because Cap is healthy and Okoye is injured.
Correct.
And we still have Hulk. So discussing it, it looks like he's going to be one shy of winning this round.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 5-3.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be almost impossible for Colin to stop
to prevent a single point. Yeah. And Colin having to score 7 to even tie at that point, at the 16, assuming he can allow him only to score 1.
Yeah, this is a really cool game from Steve 3 from Passer.
Yeah.
That Gamma Launch and Gambit up turn 1. Pretty scary. Didn't end up doing anything that turn, but
but the following turn he certainly made up for it.
Put him in range, yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So that is 15-9 at the end of round 3.
That might be Jeff's. He was here before, right? If it's Jeff's, throw it out.
That's great.
I will say yesterday, the team We Are Hefe showing up with the Jeff shirts, Jeff being unaware of it, and then showing up in the same shirt that he was featured in the picture on their shirt.
Hilarious.
He was talking to us yesterday, and he's like, I had to double check what hat I was wearing. He was like, how did they get a picture of me today on a t-shirt?
Oh, that's great.
Right? You do. So then we'll have Pryor with Colin.
Yeah, I think his only real path to victory here is if M'Baku just goes crazy.
Yeah, yep.
But with 4 guys around him, it's going to be hard.
Tasker, admitting he does have a Okoye. So, hey, Simon, how are you, man?
Oh, Simon. Missed you, bud.
We do. We miss you guys here. Pork Roll just keeps winning because you guys are here.
That's the only way we can.
Don't start talking about getting hard between.
Where's your bot now? That's.
Well, that's 3, 4, 5.
What was this into? I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Taylor, what is this? Into Shang-Chi.
I think he's dead.
I think that's going to do the 1 damage it needed.
Well, he's not dead. He's just doing his best Yamcha impression.
Correct.
Yeah.
We had someone send to the P.O. box. It was from Japan. It was like a coffee cap, but it was a brown cap that looked like a crater with the dead Yamcha in it. Oh, my God. I love it.
Incredible.
Thank you for the KO. Amazing VHS back on the job. Wonder if it's not playing because this is wrong, maybe? I don't know. The sound alerts aren't playing. What was that? Oh, picking up a thing and getting moved or not getting moved? Not getting moved. Sam having 2 left. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing very good. It's been a great event so far. Showing 3, 2 crits, only blocking 1. Converts 1. So 3 through with the wild trigger for the affiliation.
He sacrificed there?
This was the sack, okay. And Hulk will take 4. Bring him up to 9 taken. And he'll get thrown about, or pushed, or whatever. And then the pursuit to get onto the point. And Mbaku still has a throw. But how about yourself, Simon? How you doing? Taylor says hi. And when in doubt, just run onto Shang-Chi's card.
Yeah, just running back there. I don't think Colin can score enough.
Yeah. Wished I could be there with you guys, but alas, girls always get in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. What is this? The 4th year of ACO, right?
This is the 5th ACO, but the 4th time MCP's been
Yes. That's the only thing that matters, right? Yeah.
So like our first ACO was the first one with MCP in it, and I was talking to one of the event runners, and I was like, "Is this the 4th ACO? I know we've been here 4 years." He's like, "No, it's been 5." So I was like, "Okay, all right."
Yeah. So we definitely miss the Canadians over here.
Yeah. Okoye spender to Steve, blocks it all. But yeah, that first ACO was pretty monumental for us. We met Dr. D, we met the pork roll guys, we met Simon and Nick.
Yeah.
Like,
I still have
Gabe.
I still have one of the mats that everybody that signed was
Yeah.
Will.
Yep.
I still have that. Yep.
Oh, dude, that was the first time we met Will and Brian as well. Like, 2 with the flurry on the second one. So that's going to put Steve up to 3 damage taken.
That's crazy, playing this game for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Time flies when you're having so much fun.
That was the ACO where they announced Malekith as well.
Yeah. Oh.
There was a mini extravaganza like during ACO. And this is the flurry. A lot of skulls. Nothing. Getting put in detention for going to a con is a real turn off for crossing the border. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, don't do that. That would.
And that's why we missed some of our favorite people at Adepticon this year as well. Dang shame.
Was that a celebratory clap from Ben or a mad? See that?
That's a great question. So we were talking about how, like, on a bingo card, hearing Ben say, "What is it? Let me explain something to you." Oh, I need you to understand. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't look good.
And a casual 4 block. Second verse though. Going to be a little bit different, only showing 1, re-rolling, gets the 2, but that is going to be 5. So that is going to get Okoye Okogan. And going into Mbaku.
Seems a Mill on Midnight Sun's got another win.
All right.
He's on a big streak.
Showing 4 with a crit. Does convert it. No wild. But blocking 3, so 2 through. And Steve will make it 6. So 3 through.
Cap has been pretty awesome himself this game.
Yep, that he has.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, there's no gambit. But it's
we
good.
can't all be gambit.
That's right.
Well, this is all sorts of illegal.
Yeah. That's a lot. It's normally we have to worry about like maybe a size 2 and a size 3 on there, but there were 3 size 2s on there all at the same time. And there is the handshake.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is going to have Tasker moving on.
On to 2-0 with
I assume
Tab 3, right?
These guys were both 1-0, but
yeah, it was just a clean game from him.
Yeah.
His dice cooperated when he needed them to, and nothing the Wakanda player could really do here.
Yeah. And not with the gambit. That's just 4 dice, 7 successes.
Yeah.
So going over the math of just the overwhelming numbers there. I love when you get to the point, it's like, I'm not counting this. We just know it does it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Longshanks.
Yes.
So pork roll still looks like it's doing pretty well. Gin and Emil going 2-0. John Hurley from Dazed on Arrival, also 2-0.
Midnight Suns, both of them.
Yeah. So that will end that game 12-20. A lot of games still out there. Ben, Mike D'Ambois, Mike Whalen, Ian, Dan, Yosef, Colin. Old Colin we know. Tommy as well.
Jeff, looks like Jeff dropped his game. Jeff Trost.
Yeah, he did. Should have played it on stream.
Yeah. But I think some X1s might make it in today too, I believe. One or two, a couple. So
especially as we have some more drops and things like that. It does look like Haunt has dropped. But yeah, 2 Midnight Suns in spots 1 and 2 in humans as well. And as
round 3 is it
okay. So after this, there is going to be a lunch break as well. So we will be back for round 3. I believe we're going 4 rounds today. Round 3 will be at 1:45. So perfect opportunity to go stretch your legs, get a glass of water, maybe do some of those like cloud strife squats. You know what I mean? Just to get a little bit of quick leg day.
A bunch of them, hydrate, very important.
Take the dog for a walk. Maybe even consider picking up your ticket for the Salt City GT August 1st through 3rd in Syracuse, New York. That will be an AMG Grand Tournament happening there. That is the 3rd year we've been running the Salt City GT in Syracuse, and the first time it'll be an official AMG GT. So you can get those tickets. The link is pinned in the chat. It's a great time. Bunch of players from the Northeast going to be there. Maybe some Canadians, maybe not. I know with WTC, it's, shortening some budgets for travel, but it's going to be a good old time. In addition to that, we are raising funds this weekend for Friends of Recovery dedicated to others. They are a nonprofit in upstate New York, operating in Shenango, Otsego, and Delaware counties. It is a home-based recovery center where people can come in, just kind of chill and vibe, while also running a bunch of programs and workshops to help people in recovery get their lives back together, whether that be employee readiness, transportation, all sorts of other supports, in addition to recovery coaching and one-on-one counseling. For anything that those individuals might need, including gaming opportunities. We run some D&D and some Smash Brothers there, just to kind of, have a cool place to be while trying to remain sober. But really appreciate any donations that have come in throughout the weekend for that. We'll be raising money for them as well throughout the rest of the weekend. But there is still 2 more rounds today, figuring out who is going to go into the finals tomorrow. for ACO 2025, FLG's big Northeast event outside of the Atlanta one, not Atlanta, Cherokee. Cherokee is not Atlanta. It is in a different place.
Yep.
So, but Joe, thanks for coming on for this one as well. And Pork Roll seems to be doing pretty well, at least some of them. Who knows how Ben's doing?
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to take the good with the Ben. So, but we will be back 1:45 Eastern for round 3. 2 more rounds left today, and then going into Top Cut tomorrow. So, rest up. Be back here in a little over an hour. Have a good lunch.
Bye.
We'll see you in a little bit. And remember, always wipe front to back.
Cassandra Nova.
Have y'all been making them drinks things while I've been getting off sleeping? Drink things, guys. Oh.
Alright, we're gonna...
it's empty!
We're gonna...
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That scared me.
I hit the camera, guys. I'm sorry.
Did you really?
I did. I'm gonna go
Wraith, will you clip that, please?
I'm gonna go get another beverage.
Alright, I'm gonna mine...
Tim, I have to say I recently saw one of my EXS a week ago when I was at the Museum of History. I just couldn't bring myself to go say hello though. There was just too much history between us.
Shut up.
If you were sitting around thinking, man, I really like Arachne, but I want it to be way more uptight, listen to Metachem. The pollen in Boston has been nothing short of astronomical. That might actually still just be trash metal. I'm a dingus. Don't mind me. I'm going to grab the correct paint, which is speed metal, I promise. Again, I've used it so much it's worn off. I should probably shake it.
But the path is interrupted.
According
All right, so
to Roman mythology, why do Romans always have a hard time ending relationships? Their ex is always a 10.
So there you go with that. And of course, Gwenpool has a whole bunch of different like retconning abilities and things that she can do to kind of like utilize her knowledge of the fact that she's in a comic book, but also able to do all the comic booky stuff to pull it out. So I'm looking forward to it. You're going to see the tactic cards in the future. The tactic cards get even wilder than these fine folks here. So watch for those on all the social media. But these were 2 characters that were very fun to pull together. Do you have any?
Good old T9.
I am writing messages using the numpad. Legion is a skilled individual.
Neither one Stitch for the kids. On the big screen, yeah. The kids often get precedence there because it's like, I want to watch what I want.
I did some marketing for you as well. I took a poll and at least 100% of the people in the tent were angry when it collapsed.
That sounds like a really intense situation. Huh? Huh? Okay. Listen, we
Soul and body. O Bodin, Bodin our great hetman, what for did you give Ukraine to wretched Muscovites? To return her honor, we lay our heads, we shall call ourselves Ukraine's faithful sons. Soul and body.
Oh, we got rid of a hobgoblin. That's incredible.
Our Slavic brothers already took up arms, no one shall see that we should stay behind. Unite together all, brother Slavs, so that enemies perish and freedom comes.
That was a great
According to Greek mythology, never perished is Ukraine's glory and freedom. Still upon us, young brethren, fate shall smile. Our enemies.
Okay. Oof.
Sooner, putting another W under the belt.
Yep.
Got to thank the person that is shackled in his basement because he's given him all the practice he could possibly need.
Yep.
This is incredible. What an upset.
This is my actions. Ah! No, 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 no! Get up there! Oh, there's one of them too. Oh, this ain't great. This ain't great. This is not super good right now. Ah! And the heavy strider got away like a little. Come here! Ah! No! 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 We got it. Did he drop?
Make sure you get his nuts. When you look at the model, his nuts should definitely be right there, right in your face. You know.
Consider the option that you and me may have a lot in common. Number one, that we don't like to be shot.
Fair point. Fair point.
So here's what I'm looking for. I don't know if you would like to go on an adventure with me. Oh, gotcha. That's oh.
You just trigger slip.
Yeah. Yep. I was holding down the button to.
If you come around the corner with the knife out, we could talk.
Okay.
Just have your knife out.
Yeah. No.
I
Yes.
got mine out.
Okay. So yeah. Listen. Whether you believe me or not. Oh.
I'm in the people.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a nice little hole, man.
Hey, man. What's up, dude?
Not too much, dude. How are you?
I'm great, man. How are you? Sorry
Whoa!
for
Hold
hitting
up! Hold up! Look at that fist. You got like a big red Iron Man fist. That's dope as hell.
Thanks, man. It cost me $10.
Oh wow! That's honestly worth the investment.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm just here to grab wood. Honestly, I was just trying to put pressure on you to get you to run away because I had nothing. I got a pistol.
Well, how about this? And tacoed. So what you do is you take some shells, right? Some pasta shells, and
According
you cook
to
up
Greek mythology,
some
Chiron was also a horse whisperer. He could always tell when they were feeling a little hoarse.
Okay. That actually like hurt my head a little bit. Oh God. So Mythin, if you're still there, explain to me what I should be doing with this crafted gear stuff. Rude. Aggressive. Aggressive even. The like crafted gear, like, so like I get, like I can like make an item and then I give that to somebody else. This is our house now. This is our house now. This is our house now. I don't think that worked though. I don't think the voice thing worked. break through this wall, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's maximize this again. Thank you. 4, 3. We're really rocking now. Ah! No, get away, man! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry! It wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me! I'm friendly, I'm friendly, I'm friendly, I'm friendly! Ah! He threw a spear at us! We're gonna lose him! We're gonna lose him! We're gonna lose him! Oh, it's a bear! The boar got me!
Can we set it like right in here? Hell yeah. Out of the way, love it. If I make a video for professional casual for my Bretonians like Taylor did, is it okay if I wear sexy leather pants? Yes. If you don't wear the sexy leather pants, I'm going to take it down. So that's kind of on you. Let's try to see if we can hold down a chicken nugget.
Really don't understand the logic behind the bubbles because sometimes it feels entirely unavoidable.
Like, I feel like normally I don't have a big issue just kind of like getting out of the way and not having one behind me, but it was like I'm completely surrounded. This must be like a little haven?
Continual flame. There's no dousing fire like this.
Alright, dude, we're getting so creepy here. Maybe there's some stuff to loot. Not really. Just rotten tomatoes. Some black oleander. All sorts of rotting baskets. Oh, there's some shoes there.
Dude, I'm giving you a rim job you wouldn't believe.
Hey Tom, the last thing my grandfather told me was, it's worth spending money on good speakers for your car and your home, especially if you like music. I always thought that was some sound advice.
Alright. Alright. Alright, you. The rebels are terrorists, not for nothing. Remember that time they attacked an in-construction facility, killing over 300,000 people, and they celebrated it. They celebrated it. You're talking construction workers, electricians, nurses, food preparation folk, custodial engineers, all killed at the hands of the rebel terrorist Luke Skywalker.
Again, not only are we going to take your kid away from you, we're going to kill him.
Stop it! I don't like that! Anonymous? Can't even be mad at anybody!
I wonder if he remembered.
Merzane, you know what? It's been so long since I've drawn a little happy corn. All the way back to...
Oh yeah, this is just for you, Merzane. Just for you, Josh. Clocks are 15:13. Okay.
All
Press
right.
the gem button. Oh,
Big
the
ol'
green
laser.
button. Press it. Well, there's a couple green. This green?
Be careful. I don't know what most of those are.
Because I'm gonna press this green button. I'm gonna press it.
And that's a happy little corn right there.
Here's the green. Oh, that's wholesome. That was a wholesome. You panicked a little bit. You panicked. Look, when people tell me to start.
I'll eat the paint. I just have to find it first.
That looks weird. Let's stop doing that.
Okay. All right. Cool. You Get it. You convinced me. Here we go. Let's go over to Twitch. This will be permanently increased. Viewer rewards, channel points, hydrate. $250. No, that's too heavy. That's too much of a tax. 200. Okay. Also updated. We also updated the description of it. You monsters. And at checkout, get 10% off your orders. I'm gonna keep probably hitting the ceiling tonight.
It's a pretty low ceiling.
Yeah, so make sure to be purchasing your local game store goodness from BeardedDragonGames.online because they're gonna need to replace these tiles tonight. In addition,
anyway, who cares?
Right. In addition to that, listen, maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't, but we got some tokens and some sleeves. Guess when they come out? Next week.
What?
They start shipping Tuesday, November 1st.
That's awesome.
Tim, I say this as your friend and a PCN superfan. Please never say UWU again.
Oh, well.
Why?
Kara gets annoyed with me when I mess with her red wine collection. So I started adding fruit and lemonade to it. Now she's sangria than ever.
You know your boy likes a good alcohol. Like a lot. Like a lot. Nuts. Oh, dude, today was a hell of a stream. Hell of a good time. Dr. D, holy crap.
Tim, I need you to answer a question. According to Greek mythology, can you teach me how to make clips later?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. That is something I could do for you for certain. I actually don't really know. Alyssa would be a great person to enlighten you on that.
What you do is take a airbrush and you're gonna spray it with a zenithal highlight.
And I don't know who I'm imitating, by the way.
And then you're gonna just take some of this contrast paint, which is on the other side of my model thing, which is back here. So then you take your contrast, Blood Angel Red, and you just slap it on your model. Boom, blammo, you did it. You got a painted Blood Angel.
Love, love, love that.
Wow, spoilers from a 2017 movie. I'm sorry.
I'm really interested to see too with like the Emma Frost sculpt how they're going to do that because like in her diamond form, I feel like it would be worth it to give, you know, ideally what Dan would want from an Iceman model, just like that like translucent bluish plastic. I would love that.
100%. Also, a huge shout out to Monument Hobbies, who provided some of the price support for. If Dan qualifies for the LVO before I even get to play in an event, I'm going to be real upset. But from the way he played Hellfire Club last night, I don't think I got to worry about it. Are you just going to stand over my corpse and not res me? No, don't teabag me. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. What a rude dude. Can you pick me up though? What's the pickup situation? There we go. I swear to God, I know you're gonna stop this cast. I know it. I know it. I feel it in my bones. I knew it was gonna happen.
Bring my hands up and like this and pretend I'm a T-Rex. Then I just walk around the backyard.